Why did that happen?
The loop was
You
on.
had it on loop, you fucker.
I didn't know
it's
the
your
intro
fault.
would loop.
But you had the video set to loop, so that was you.
His cantina loop. over here.
Were you really just watching the Cantino conversations just entrance on loop?
I
again and
was
again?
enjoying it. Someone's mic. Oh,
psycho.
God.
Which one? The
behavior.
old one or the new one?
Oh, which one's the old one? Which one's the new one?
The new
Wait,
one.
Taylor said the newer one is the old one.
Because I was watching the Volume 2, CC Volume 2. That's what it's listed as.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I don't know. That's just some weird shit. You're just sitting here watching the intro to your own show over again and again. But you know what? That's I guess that's what Taylor does here
Fuels
on
me.
Wednesday. Yeah, I guess so. So sorry for the double repeat there, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, we are here. Little impromptu newscast was on the schedule, but those other top 10s, don't worry, those are coming in the next week or so. But we got lots of news, lots of other stuff to do, some trivia stuff. So okay, we're gonna pivot to some news, good stuff. This will be the last, kind of technically, the last cast until GV Day, which if you don't know, you should know by now. But August 9th, going 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's going 10 hours. I'm gonna second give you just a quick rundown of everything we're doing, and then I'm gonna give you our stretch goals, stuff like that. But this is the last episode because because I'm not gonna reveal why, but because Taylor had to push our weapons review a day. Unless are you willing to put that on air, Taylor? Or?
You just put it on there.
Good. He doesn't have to say
No,
why.
you
He
can.
just
You can.
leave it open.
I can't particularly say it, but someone else can say it.
Why can't
I don't
you-
know it, so I can't
Oh,
know
I
it.
see. So Taylor has this bad habit. I don't know when. I honestly think it's. I think it's since Satine was born, perhaps.
I
Of
think that's right.
a day before, like recording, filming. That's when he comes. And, oh, things gotta change. I remember one time when we were
That's
filming.
such a
Dren-
Kirkland move. How dare you become more
It
like me?
shifted though. Kirk will kind of be a little like. I feel like you're like, oh, I'll make it work. And you do. I remember there was one of the last days we were shooting Adrenochrome. Taylor's like, okay, we moved this filming earlier, and he's like, I gotta be out there by noon. And we're like, okay, like it didn't really work for Kirkland, but okay, we'll be there. It was like 10 a.m. Me and Kirkland are there waiting. It's 10:45. This guy's nowhere, and he needs to be out of there by noon. So this fucking, and then same thing today. He's like, oh my god, I forgot my wedding anniversary. So bad husband right now. So he had to push the weapons review because it's just me. Because Dylan, you're not seeing weapons, right?
Nah, I'll
No,
say
we
when
didn't
it's
think so.
true.
Yeah, Kirkland's on, so it's just me and Taylor review. So we gotta do that. We gotta push Dexter. So we're gonna start reviewing at 9:30 p.m. on the night before GV Day. He's like, "Oh, I'll do the uploads. Don't worry." But you know what? But yeah, so that's why
It's not a 24-hour stream. Come on, it's only 10
yeah,
hours.
I guess not. It could
It's a
be
later
if they
start,
wanted
too,
to.
no?
That
If
is
they-
true. That
It's
is
10
true.
a.m. Yeah, so if you
It
wanted
could
to,
be inflicted upon us if the fans.
yeah, that's Emily's biggest concern is what happens if it keeps going. It's like, well, if the people want us, the people want us, because that's what you can do. So, anyways, this is the last episode. You're gonna get weapons review and Dexter the same day as the 10-hour stream, so you
That's
can.
pretty fitting.
Yeah, you got GeekVerse everywhere, in your ears, in your face, wherever you want it. But yeah, head over August 9th. This I'll stop saying that's like a day or two away. There will be like I'll release like a 5-minute like here's the schedule in case anyone missed. I usually do, but yeah, we're going 10 hours. Are you guys ready? We're about to be a decade old, double digits in just a few days here.
Scary.
They're not ready. They're not.
I haven't
ready.
registered that part of it. That it's been a
No.
decade of just
Didn't we just start
podcasting.
the podcast?
What?
Did we
This
just start
one,
this?
yeah, but not GeekVerse overall.
Oh,
There's going to be a
okay.
point in time, hopefully, that we've been podcasting longer than we haven't been in our lives. That's
Well,
going to be a big one.
I was just gonna say. I mean, I turned 30 in July, and now it's the 10-year of GeekVerse. That's like an exact third of my
Jeez.
life.
Happy 3-0, Dylan. Welcome.
Yes,
Welcome.
happy 3-0.
It was a little while ago, little Taylor.
He was, yeah. First weekend in July.
He
That's
sent
okay.
me a letter.
That's okay. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. It's gonna be tons of celebration. At least 10 hours. There's about an hour's worth, maybe a little bit more of content from the past. So it's tributes, announcements, messages from guests, and everything like that. Yeah, you're gonna get events. You're gonna get voices from past guests. You're gonna get nice in-depth interviews with all of us. And I think I've said this before, but all of them are in clips. But then either the Sunday or Monday, you're gonna get the full. I put all our interviews together as an audio episode, so you can listen to it. All unfiltered, yeah. So you get everything there, and
Unfiltered. We're just shit talking each other.
no, it's not. It's literally the whole thing. It's just put together because
Is that
there's
what
some.
you did, Taylor?
Oh
he
yeah,
did.
I just let you guys
That's
fucking
why I asked
have
him to
it.
re-record it. I'm like, you can't do this, but no, because there's some stuff when I'm making the video, it's like the full quote doesn't work if there's a lot of like likes or ums or this and that. So I take the sound bites, makes the videos look good,
Who had all
and
the
then
likes and ums?
Oh, I can name someone. who has
probably
a lot
me
of
because
arms.
I went an hour and a half, so I went way too long when I said yeah.
For
when
your
I'm-
solo video?
Yeah, for the solo video, yeah.
I thought I went
it,
long.
it was all in increments, though. Taylor went like 10 minutes, Dylan like 25, Kirkland like 45, then I went like an hour and a half, so I don't know what was going on. But you're going to get like two...
Taylor?
His was...
Well,
yeah,
did anyone do 2 parts?
no,
or am I the
no.
only one that did 2 parts?
I'll,
You
I'll
must have fucked up if you did
I
two
will-
parts.
here's a little...
Making it
he did.
complicated for
He
Travis,
did.
the editor.
Here's a little preview of this Saturday because I wanted to like we all talk about this. There's 2 segments. There's one segment that's all about spin-off and guests. So everybody has been around, so we all talk about them, etc. Or vice like everyone talks about certain things more than others. Like Kirkland tries to remember everyone's name in Geek Alliance. I didn't add that in there, but that was great. So anyways, there's other segments where I have made videos for all 4 of us. Just some little highlights of, Travis, Dylan, Taylor, and Kirkland. That multiple people said 4 horsemen of Geekverse, the core 4. So that's good, right? So I do all these videos, and that was the last question. I gave these guys a set of questions to answer. So I'd be like, hey, these are going to be the videos I make, and I can put these in the bites and whatnot. Everybody did it well, except when I get to Taylor, he does all the questions, and then when it gets to the part to say stuff about us, he just completely goes to, man, it's been 10 years, been great, and he starts going on his ending. He didn't talk about me. He didn't talk about Dylan. He didn't talk about Kirkland. So as I'm editing these videos, I'm like, I don't know, you might want to put in another part here because you just look like a dick who has nothing to say good about any of us. He's like, oh, okay, and then so we got that going on there. So. Yeah, I'm very excited. I've said this before in a cast. My arm is literally, the shoulder is so fucked from going like this for so long with the mouse. Yeah, I'm very
You
excited.
hold the mouse in the air? Like
I
that?
do. That's the best
You
video
don't use a mouse
technique.
pad or a
That's
table
how
or
we've
anything?
won 7 film awards still at film festivals is the mouse holding editing technique. But no, I'm very ready for them. They're all looking good. They're all pretty much ready to go. I got to do some final renders on some stuff. Come on, I'm talking here. Got to do some final renders on some stuff, but yeah, it's gonna be a good day. So quickly round off. We're going for 10 a.m. So what's gonna be is the opening ceremonies. I don't want to say what that is. It's a fun thing, so look out for that. Then right after, directly following that, is the match. Myself and Taylor Field versus Kirkland and Kyle in a tag team I Quit match, commentated by Dylan and Connor once again. Kirkland, you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready with Kyle? It's his first match. Is he a little nervous? You think the little bitch boy over there?
I mean, all I know is what I can do,
Okay.
and I feel like he's a very. I don't really think of Kyle as a wild card, which I think is a good thing because you want to have someone that I don't want to be surprised by anything, and I feel like Kyle isn't one to surprise me personally when it comes to a wrestling match. So, yeah, hopefully it works out for me and I guess my compatriot that'll be Kyle Smith on that day. But yeah, you better watch out, son.
I'm pretty much ready. As long as Taylor doesn't turn on me for the 18th hundredth
You just
time.
said your shoulder's fucked, so that's
What?
Yeah,
that is
it's not
true.
looking good.
My shoulder. There's another injury of mine that gets publicly released a little bit coming up too soon in the video. So look out for that. It's somewhere. I've watched the video. They talk about my injury, so it's like okay, people know. You'll know I'm going in an injured man. So right after that, I think all that stuff kind of finishes around 10:30. You guys still gonna be there at 10 a.m. because we'll be setting up everything like that. And I don't trust, especially Kirkland coming from the west side to hit that 10. But 10:30
Taylor
is
will be
when
there at 10:45. That's when
absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I'm 2
Yeah.
minutes
Gotta go
away.
I need to
noon,
be out
though,
by
guys.
noon. Yeah. I thought for sure, oh man, I can't make the stream. Can we move it another day? Can we do this? But what are we looking at? And then, so right after that, around, and this is all in PST time, around 10 a.m. around 10:30 p.m. PST will be the Golden Geeks 1994. We've all watched a bunch of those movies. We're going to break it down as usual, best visuals, actor, actress, film, etc. I've started to make some of my lists, but I haven't dived too deep into it. And then at 12:30, which we're going to do in just a second here, and these are all like rough times. We're going to try and hit them because obviously it's a little. The videos will be sprinkled throughout. And I'll say at least the 12:30 for your patrons, 12:30 to 2:30 the trivia with the patrons and myself. Dylan Must leading team, I'm leading team. Dylan's team won last year. I'm trying to tie it up here.
Did.
That will be for sure 12:30. If Golden Geeks is going long, we'll take a break and finish off after because obviously there's other people calling in. So I don't want to push you guys and gals. So 12:30 p.m. PST, that will for sure be trivia. Taylor's hosting. That's just a wild card. And then around 3 to about 4:30, we're going to try and do a cast in a fun location. Going to see if we can pull it off. I'm going to test it out this Friday. We're going to do like a couples quiz. I got this couples quiz, me and Emily, for Christmas like a year or two ago. Never opened it, but I looked up. It even has like big paddles and stuff. So we'll break up into random teams and we'll see who knows each other. Kind of a throwback. We did that to our very first anniversary stream, just asking questions of past 10 years. You know, I don't think there's anything raunchy or anything. But and then 5 p.m. will be Geek Versus, which is just a bunch of random characters that have been thrown in there. I haven't even sent you guys a list. There's people putting some wild suggestions this year. So look out for that. And then hopefully 6:30 to 7, we're going to be doing some gaming, whether it's Mario Kart and whatnot. If our stream's going long, then it might have to get pushed, or, you know, you can make the stream go longer. You can either subscribe to Patreon, you can up your tier, or send a super chat. Here's the increments, and here's my last thing. $1 is worth 5 minutes, $5 worth 10 minutes, $10 worth 15 minutes, and $15 is worth 25 minutes. The same thing as last year. Our stretch goals right now, if my fucking note, are you fucked? Come on now. What is this? What is this? My notes just like turned against me. It wouldn't show me the bottom. Our stretch goals, if we do 34 more minutes, we'll finish off Geek Versus because we'll definitely not get through that list for just the hour. So like we did last year, if we go longer, we'll do that. If we go an hour more, we'll release our very early teaser for the third movie. I have edited it. I don't like putting it out there, but it is out there. It's not even fully color graded, anything like that, but just to give you an idea. If we go an hour and a half, we're going to do a movie night that the patrons get to choose the movie. And then if we go 2 hours, we'll do a retrospective that the fans will pick for. This is for 2016, or 2026. Not this year. We got that booked up, but some sort of franchise the patrons will pick. So yeah, that's what you can do. And everything you do, you support, whether it's a Patreon, Super Chats, whatever, that's all going to go towards our content next year. So that's what we're doing. But just join us. It's 10 hours. It's going to be our end game. It's the end. It's not the end, but it's, you know, it's the encapsulation of one era of GeekVerse onto another. And I'm very excited to see you guys in person. Have a good time. The stream's going to have many locations. We're going to be doing a patio pod here, getting downstairs. We might even be a pool. We'll see. It's going to be a lot of on location this stream. So look out. It's going to be a very fun time. So does someone, while we're talking about that, want to pull up a wheel so we can decide these names? So obviously, Taylor is the host of this, so he is not playing. Dylan and I are leading a team. So Kirkland is an eligible member, so we'll see what happens there, and I will get everybody else that's joined this year. Superbad Mike, God Loves Me 69, says he's going to redeem himself this year and be there, so we'll see.
He could be on Dylan's team
Point up
this
a
year,
wheel, by
though.
the way.
He
Who's
could
doing
be.
a wheel?
Yeah.
I see wheels in your eyes over there.
I'll sauce it up.
There you go. John with no H. That's just your name now, John. So sorry, but that's what it is. S Bubs and Summer Hansy are patrons. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lucky number 7. So again, one team's going to be uneven. So how we decide that? Whoever's the uneven team should have 69.
Last year, wasn't it?
I think it was. Whoever it is should have God Loves Me 69 because that's a good chance they'll even it out. You know?
Right.
Get one of the GUA members over in here. See if someone wants to tap in.
I'm not just going to tell them 2 days before, hey, get ready, son.
Yeah.
You know?
It's in your contract. You got to show up.
Or you're canceled.
I'll
I'm trying to remember who was down. I think I had more people last year, if I'm remembering correctly.
Wasn't it because?
Well, no matter what,
God
for
Loves
sure,
Me?
because God Loves Me abandoned me.
If I
So
had to
should
say,
have, maybe you can have more people this year. Is that?
I think the fact that you won should give Travis the extra man advantage this year.
It could be a disadvantage.
It could be a
I just
disadvantage.
Want
How
a
do you know I
small,
want this?
compact
You know what?
team of smart people. You know.
But no, below Kirkland, do the wheel. Do the wheel. Decide who the order first. Let's do that. Let's keep it fair. Let's keep it even. But just Dylan, Travis, and then whoever gets picked first, that'll be. We're doing teams there. There you go.
You say Taylor as well?
Did I?
You said Dylan, Taylor, Travis. I
Oh,
swear I
sorry.
heard that.
No, don't put Taylor on there. That'd be
Okay.
be against the rules. Okay. As for who's going first.
Oh, it's close.
Okay, so Dylan Muss is
So
getting
does
the
that mean
extra
that means
number.
I get more people then?
You get more people. Yeah. There you
Okay.
go. Okay.
Strength
now,
of numbers.
Okay, the names.
Pack
Kirkland, your
mentality.
own name. Superbad Mike. Tell me if I'm going too fast. Is he even typing?
He looks like he's a little past.
No, I'm not
He
typing at
literally
all.
like
Do
he
you want me to
froze
type
at
this
all.
down?
You got to put the names in the wheel to see
New
who gets
names.
who.
New names.
What do you think we're doing here?
I don't know what I'm
Your
doing.
name. Write your
what
own
the fuck
name.
am I doing here?
Okay. I got Superbad Mike. I
Yeah.
got myself.
Galazme 69.
You have to type out every
Okay.
word.
Charlie.
Don't forget the 69.
Charlie.
John with no H.
John. Ooh, I put an H. Sorry, John.
See?
There you go.
S Bubs
S Bubs.
and Summer Hansy.
Summer.
There we go. So we spin. This is the first member.
Where's
I'll-
Carl? Wasn't Carl on my team last year? Didn't I have Carl? I think I had April on my team. Where's these
Yeah,
people?
well, April and Calais both want to, but they're both busy. I think April's out of town, and Carl both. He was like, yeah, he didn't say be there, but he seemed like, oh, if you're missing people, let me know. Oh, he's camping. He's camping. He did say he'd send a video. Didn't happen. A lot of people said they'd send some videos. Didn't get as many of those as it would. I've seen some. No, I've seen some, which is nice. But it was a lot. Yeah, for sure. And then like, okay, so that's fine. It's all good. Whatever. It's not a paid gig. So all right, spin that wheel. Let's see who's on whose team.
Okay.
Okay, first member of Team Dylan.
Oh my God! What a
Oh,
wild
okay.
card. to
Good,
start us
good.
off.
I don't want God loves me
God
69.
loves me 69.
I
You
don't
better
want
not
him.
flake on me, buddy. You better
Yeah.
not flake on me.
But see, this is fair now because you got the extra person. If they flake again, then we're even, you know. But
True.
yeah, so
But he's
sorry.
not gonna flake. He's not gonna flake this time.
69, I love you. You're a great presence, but after last year, spin the wheel. But after last year, that I can't trust you.
It'll
I can't.
sting even more if he's on my team and we win again.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, and it goes to John with
the
no
green
H.
John with no H. Good, John. I know your
Almost
name doesn't
Charlie.
have an H, so we're gonna have good chemistry going on there. So
Yeah.
we got that there going.
Rapid fire in this
Part of the
wheel.
NFL draft, we're talking all the time.
Okay. Looks like I'm getting Charlie with an H.
Charlie
on my team.
Randall. Yep.
Is
That's
someone
actually
writing
no
this down?
H.
Is my Taylor
I
writing?
am. Yep.
I'm logging it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got it too, just in case we don't have those. So.
I'll trust Taylor, not Travis.
Okay. Mike, I'll take the fellow Canadian. Yeah. I
Okay.
gave Wicked a 3.5 out of 5, so I feel like we got good vibes going
I wonder
on.
if we're getting wicked questions.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we got to ask Taylor. He hasn't told us last year where he had a bit
Yeah,
of
is
a
there
theme,
a theme going on? That's
Wow.
close.
Hang on.
Wow.
I'll answer questions after
but
this.
my gimmick partner there, S Bubs, is on Team Dylan. Bastard. Okay,
stuff.
that's fine. You got to bury him.
Knowledgeable moviegoer.
Okay, please give me Summer. I don't want Kirk. Please give me
Okay,
Summer.
this guy.
Please, come on. No!
I'm gonna sabotage you now for that comment.
We're going to do Battle Imager there. Who knows if me and Kirkland even make it to stream. But, okay. Well, there you go.
give it a
Kirkland
spin.
is on my team. And then Summer Hansy. Again, that last spin is on Dylan's
Way
team
to
right
go.
there. All
I got
right.
a
so
good
the-
team. I got a good
yeah,
team.
we got some good people here. So Team Dylan is God Loves Me 69, Charlie Randall, S Bubs, and Summer Hansy. And my team is myself, John with no H, Super Bad Mike, and Kirkland
And
Pats.
if anyone flakes, you're dead to me.
All right, Taylor. Is there a theme for said trivia this year?
Oh,
He doesn't even know. He hasn't even done any questions yet.
I got no questions. Prep. The theme. I mean, how can I really break down a theme? There's some TV shows, there's some video
Very
games.
easy.
I'll
Last
send you.
year we did an
Movies.
X-Men and X97 theme. The year before we did a Barbie theme for Extra Life. Like, it's a very easy thing to say with a theme.
This is definitely not like if you're expecting only X-Men 97 questions, you're not going to get that.
No,
this
that's not
theme
what I
encompasses many franchises.
Not the year
That's not a theme.
2012 specifically is what you're telling me.
No,
Yes.
no,
Okay.
no. Now, are there like one or two 1994 centric questions in here? Yes, because that's what we went with the Golden Geeks. I thought that's fitting. But the majority of all the other questions are just random ones from different franchises that we're familiar with.
Okay,
If
so
you're on
no
your-
theme.
If you're on my team, I want you to watch every movie from 1994 in the next 2 days here.
So no theme. No theme.
There's not really any theme. There's a couple things that are like curveball questions, but I'm also looking at adding. I've added two new. Like lifelines,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's scary.
So all the original ones from the
Okay.
past are coming back, and there's two new ones in here that I'm hoping kind of change the dynamic a little bit.
Travis
Yeah.
gets God Loves Me 69. No! He's going to
Yeah, you
sabotage me again.
can exchange teammates. No,
No,
kidding.
I'm happy
Not
with my
doing that.
team. I'm happy with my team. Nobody's changed. Okay, so no theme, new lifelines, questions, having a good time. Big
Any
adventure.
other inquiries, questions, concerns?
No, I'm ready.
I'm just captivated by the background in Travis right now. That sunset that you got going.
good.
God damn.
Enjoying it because another month or so. No, I mean a month, but a month and a half. You know, starting a little cold, so no more.
You better be
patio
out there in the
pods,
wintertime.
so. I'll do one cast. I'll do one. I will. I'll do one cast in the
breath.
winter. Yeah.
Jesus.
We'll do like
That
a
would be
short
extremely
one.
Canadian of you. So.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny, and should be no cars, but especially with the snow coming down, they'd be looking good. But you know what's looking good? This newscast. We're talking there. It's flowing, everybody. The juice, the gasoline is in the streets for Spider-Man 4. They're filming one. Set photos are just crazy popping off, but there's just rumors every day. There's stuff, and they're all from like good sources. So I think just because it's filming now, that stuff's starting to kind of, float to the top. We're going to talk about some Star Wars stuff because we got a big casting, and then we got some rumors about what they're planning on doing with this. We don't know if the new trilogy, if it's episode 10, whatever it may be, they kind of have some plans. And then we got a whole bunch of trailers. But quickly, and we have some Patreon questions too, but quickly, what have we been watching? Because I know we got a couple. Dylan's got a big one. I got two big ones. These two, so we got some actual current stuff to talk about too. So usually we wouldn't on such a packed cast, but we got some current movies to talk about and shows. So Dylan, I'll let you start off because I
Sure.
think you've seen some that we've all been anticipating.
Yes, but I'll leave that one. We'll let the anticipation build a little
For
bit
another
more.
day.
Quick hit that I saw. This movie came out last year. It's called Didi, D-I-D-I. It's like a coming of age movie about like a Taiwanese kid and his family. Who, like I think his like mom immigrated to America, and just a really great coming of age story. It's kind of set like early 2000s, so a lot of it is very nostalgic in a way, like the same kind of conversations and like just really awkward moments I feel like are very relatable to me in a lot of ways. You know, it's like this kid who's like flirting for the first time but he sucks at it. It's like him like switching friend groups, trying to find the right people for him and making mistakes, annoying his sister, all this stuff that was very, very good. So it's on Amazon. Highly recommend that one. I wanted to ask you guys, has anyone seen Bring Her Back yet?
No, my
Okay.
goal next week is I'm gonna just plow through so many new movies. There's so many new movies that are even just streaming now. Like I open up Amazon, like it happens so quick. So no, how was that?
Well, Kirkland Taylor, have you guys jumped into that one yet?
No.
That's the Take Her Back. Take Her Back was the last one, right? No, what the hell? Talk to me.
Talk to yeah.
Bring Her Back.
Oh,
is
the
new.
hand,
My
the hand
God.
thing.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hand Thing director's new movie. Bring Her Back.
Is this in the same universe? Sorry.
It could be. It could
is.
be. I don't know.
It
It's like,
is.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
like
shit.
the U.S. So
Okay.
it could be. I really enjoyed most of the movie, but goddamn, it's a crazy third act that I just have so many questions
That's
about.
what I keep hearing about.
Yeah,
I hear
and
that's
not
a
like
make or
good
break for some
ambiguity,
people.
but just
Yeah.
like I need some more things explained. And there's a couple plot points in the third act that felt like a little too easy, I suppose. So, okay, when Travis or anyone else watches it, I'll bring it up again because I need to deliberate. I need to talk about it. But for the most part, I did really enjoy it. Visuals are insane, which you'd expect for how good Talk to Me. Like just some of the visuals they had there. These directors and like just that trippy shots, weird camera angles that you're not used to. All that stuff's really great. The actors were all really great. There's like the two kids, I guess, of the family in this are super, super good in there, and I've never seen them before in anything. So I'd recommend it, but yeah, it's definitely got some loose ends that are not going to get tied up anytime soon, unfortunately. And there'll probably never be a sequel, so you're just never going to know these things. So be prepared for that if you're going to watch
Same
it.
universe though, so you never know. Maybe their third one will tie back. Even though I think their next movie is the Talk to Me sequel. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
if no jokes, like this actually is the same universe.
Yeah, no, they said that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think some
Okay,
more.
I couldn't delineate any tie to it. So
Okay.
I mean,
I think there's certain things where if I'm not mistaken in the movie, there's like a website they use or something like that. Is there a plot point of like a website or a web browser? Well, I guess at one point they made like the actual website for the computer, and that thing had links to like other things to talk to me and whatnot. So
Interesting.
obviously, yeah, I don't think it's not gonna like do some big connected thing, but I think they're just saying
Yeah. Okay.
it's this weird magic world, So
okay, so I'll bring that one back on a future episode, talk about it a little bit more. And then the last thing, I'm done my 1994 watching, so that's done. My list is complete, so I'm ready to go. I
Nice.
only have like 2 more days. So
did you see everything on that list?
Everything that was on my list, I
Okay.
watched.
Yeah, I got one more, but I'm watching that today and tomorrow. I've seen it before though. It's just like a refresher. So
Yeah, I was maybe last minute I asked Kirkland if he'd seen. Already forget the name. There's a Ghibli movie that came out that year, and I was like, oh, I feel like that'd be a good opportunity to like talk about this. But he hasn't seen it, and I don't know
Oh.
anyone who's seen it. It's a more low key one, so I don't think I'll watch that one because I don't think it'll make a dent or anything. But okay, and then last night I saw F4. I saw Fantasy.
Say that again.
You were waiting. Finger on the pulse on that one.
Come on, I could have set you up better for that. No, and then I listened to your guys' review today, and so yeah, I don't think I have like a hot take by any means. I really loved the movie. I thought it was really great.
Nice.
Theater was maybe not packed, but like half capacity, which was pretty good for I don't know, just a random Tuesday, I guess. And like there was like audience applause at the end. People were hooting and hollering. Like yeah, it was a pretty jazzed crew. I guess what do you guys? Should I avoid spoilers? Or should I just like keep it brief? Like what's
Nah, you're fine. I say like if you don't want spoilers, skip ahead 5 minutes. But I think most people have seen it now, or they should have.
Okay.
Go skip ahead and go see the movie. My God, support the good MCU movies. We got some
Yeah.
stuff in there.
Yeah.
So
I'll be brief, so I won't really big spoil anything. But I think some of the highlights for me, one, I think the origin that they do here is really great, where it's like done through like this newscast, so it's super quick, but very thorough at the same time. And I don't know, just gives like a slightly different flavor of these characters. And I think some of the stuff that happens even in that quick origin is pretty wild. Which a lot of this movie is insane. Like some of the plot points are absolutely crazy, the things that happen. A thing that almost happens but doesn't quite happen, which would have been wild if they went for it, but I love that they are kind of getting to some of those realms. The music I thought was amazing in this, and obviously like the retro futuristic that you guys talked about. I agree. I totally love that setting. I hope we get to see it again. I loved the use of like random small villains in this, like almost in like that a montage highlight reel where it's like they defeated Red Bat, or I don't know what
Red
any of these
Ghost.
characters. Red Ghost, yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I've never heard of any of these characters.
that was who John
But-
Malkovich was, and they cut him.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I mean, he was technically in there, right?
He was, but we didn't see him. They
You know,
paid him a lot of
one-
money to not be seen.
But yeah, I thought it was fun to just get some weird freaks in there. Like I feel like for the comic book super fans, that must be cool to even just to get these random characters in there, even if they're in there for just like a minute or two. I didn't watch the log truck scene again like you guys did on the cast, but I feel like the baby to me surpasses log truck. in
I
terms
think
of
so too. Yeah.
horribleness. It was
Yeah.
atrocious. It was like it really took me out of a lot of the emotional moments of these, what should be good emotional scenes, or even just heartwarming like cute little uncle scenes, but instead they were just tainted by this disgusting CGI baby.
I think obviously wouldn't be an award, but I think for the MCU Golden Geeks, we should let the patrons decide what is the worst, log truck versus baby. So not an
Well,
award,
that's
just
like could that be like an Emperor Draugr?
that could
award,
be it.
like-
The Emperor Drog, what baby versus it's like hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby, like log truck versus the CGI baby. I want to see and let them decide because I'm with you that the baby to me was, and even
I
then,
feel like seeing this on the big screen maybe highlights it more than the log truck. Which I
don't
just
bring
watched on my
this
TV.
article up.
Did you hear this, Dylan?
Can you read it, Taylor, for our listeners that aren't watching?
Vanessa Kirby says the baby was 100% real in the Fantastic Four, not CGI.
Then someone's got to take that baby to the fucking hospital because that baby is not doing well. I mean,
Yeah, I believe they probably use a real baby lots of times, but there's or always that baby was real and they just CGI'd stuff on top of it and it didn't look good. You know, like
that could
lots
be
of
possible
times.
to make the eyes look in the right places, but that's
Yeah.
the biggest part for me is the eyes were scarier than Galactus's eyes. I'll put it that way. So that's not what you want. This, I guess, is a little more spoilery, but I love that the villains are alive. I think the MCU doesn't do that enough. Keep these guys around, just kick them off to who knows where. It might take them 100 years to get back, but we can use Galactus again. You can use Surfer, who had the turn at the end and is maybe a good guy. However you want to square it out. But I love that those characters are still kicking, and I hope we get them again at some point because I think you could still do some fun stuff with them. All that action stuff with like Galactus, I just love that whole city sequence at the end. I thought it was super fun. And I don't know if you guys had this thought, but like I just thought it was how funny it was when like the whole world needs to work together to like save power and build these things. And like, man, that is such a hopeful view. Like, if that happened on our Earth today,
No.
0% chance that would be effective.
No, man, I got to
Like,
drop tonight. I can't do that. Yeah.
yeah, the fact like there would be so many criminals looking to take advantage of that situation. Like, oh, people have their lights off. Maybe the
Yeah.
security systems are off. We're gonna break into these banks. But I feel like it's a very hopeful movie in that way, which is maybe nice in this current world of world of things. Maybe it's nice to have a movie that's just like hyper positive and
That's what we
all that.
need. We need 4 astronauts to go up, come out with powers, fix all our problems, and we'll be nice, hopeful, peaceful. You know, that's what we need. That'll bring us all together as 4 super
Yeah.
astronauts. So
Yeah, and then I think maybe my last note is just like I just feel like every one of the F4 got more nuance than they've had before. And you guys brought up in the review that Ben Grimm, the thing, maybe doesn't get as much as other people, but I still really liked it. I feel like there was like hints, you know, at one point he's like looking in the TV screen at like his human face on like a, you know, some old ad that was playing, and he's like sees his reflection of himself. So I feel like we get hints of like him having like self-esteem issues and whatnot, but it wasn't as over the top, and we've seen that kind of stuff before, and I like that he was just fun uncle vibes and got to do that stuff. I think what they did for Johnny Storm was really great. We're actually like not making him just like a complete airhead and giving him some stuff to do of like cracking the code on the language stuff. I thought that was really fun. I was impressed by Pedro. I feel like I'm feeling a little fatigued, like many people are with him right now. But I thought he did a really good job. I think they made him. You kind of hate him, right? Which I feel like is kind of what the point of that character is supposed to be at times, perhaps. And I feel like we don't necessarily get that with like the older F4s that we had. So, and then yeah, I mean, Vanessa Kirby is great. She has some of like probably the best just kind of monologue type scenes in the movie. She brings a lot of heart to it. And I you know, when I was watching the movie, I was very hyper conscious of the fact that we've talked so much about how it was like, oh, maybe she's going to be like the star of this, and the movie's going to be centered around her. And like for the first half, I wasn't really feeling that way. I still think by the end, I don't necessarily feel that way, but she got some really good stuff in the second half. And I haven't really seen her act in a whole lot, so I was also kind of an introduction to her in some way. So yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. I think other than literally the baby CGI is like maybe my only con. Like I just overall, I thought it was. I'll say it again. It was fantastic.
there you go. When you listened to the review, did you get through the whole thing?
I did. Yeah.
Did you happen to pull up the YouTube video?
I was not watching the YouTube. I was just listening on.
Oh no,
Spotify.
so you didn't see this?
What's your name?
I heard it. I heard it.
Don't be afraid. I'm a friend of your father's.
Here comes my favorite part.
I am Victor.
I am Victor. I have that saved in my phone. I don't want to use it yet because we're still in that territory. But every once in a while, just every couple of days, just I am Victor pops in my head, and I just giggle to myself.
His head movements too. He's like,
I am Victor.
I am Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
when
don't
did
go-
that,
yeah.
like, because that actually, I mean, yeah, it looks quite similar to what that scene actually is. So, did that leak, and then like someone used AI? Like,
Yes.
How did they already?
So the
get
scene
clips of
leaked, and I think they just put that into some AI bot with the description. That's how it got there. Because like I said, I had seen that before, but then someone said it was AI. So I was like, oh, okay, good, it's fake. And then when I got to the actual end credit, I was like, oh no, like that's like it was. But obviously, I am Victor was not there. The
Sure.
Matt Shackman didn't have the foresight to get that going. But yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Well, that's good. That's fantastic. I'm excited to see. I'm not even going to ask you because let's wait because we got till December, January. What you liked more that are Thunderbolts? So we'll save it till then. We'll table it for another time.
Yeah, I got to think about that.
Yeah, there you go. So look out. January, February. MCU Golden Geeks will decide Log Truck versus Baby as well. Mr. Patzer, anything you've been watching on the 1994? You good to go Saturday?
oh yeah, I definitely crossed off most of those. Come on.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't believe that man for a second.
Yes, I got a lot of things to get in order, by Saturday. But some movies are included in that.
I respect that.
It's been a
I
week.
respect that.
It's been a week coming back off vacation.
You don't leave it to the last week, Kirkland. You got to start early.
I did.
I
But
did
there's
too.
also
Kirkland.
more than one thing on the list, and then life just happens. But things that are not on the 94 list that I've been watching, higher priority, is the Amy Bradley doc on Netflix.
Right, I want to.
Shay and I watched that together, and definitely deterred us from ever wanting to do a cruise. I didn't like. I've been on a cruise before back in '03. Had a good time, but I was a kid. And like the thought of being on a cruise now is just so unappealing to me. I feel like COVID was a big reason for that, just from like seeing that one case. There's probably multiple cases, but just like the people that just got stuck on the ship and they like could not leave.
Virus
And it's
boats.
just,
Yeah.
oh my God, man. And just like horror story after horror. Taylor Field is
Was this the poop ship documentary?
No, so that's Trainwreck, which is like a series of docs.
Triangle of Sadness.
And this one was
damn.
yeah, this one's like I think
The
it's called
poop deck
Missing,
one?
and then it's like the
Yeah,
case
the
of
Amy
Bradley.
Bradley story.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Super sad. Just yeah, I don't know what to spoil.
Not a
or
good
not.
ending, I guess. That's
But,
what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I have my own theories. I think like there's many situations.
Oh,
like,
one of those.
It's an unsolved mystery. There you
theory
go. I
one,
guess that'll be
okay.
my spoiler.
Like a good theory.
Worst part about it is like the family is just like still hoping that she like shows up one day, and like I just couldn't imagine like being in that situation of like their whole life now is just gonna be like waiting for their daughter to come home. It's just like it's so sad, but it's pretty like crazy events too. So I think it's pretty good doc because it like sets it up like okay, well that's clearly what happened, and then like something else happens, and you're like oh fuck, okay maybe this is what clearly happened, and then you kind of have your own thoughts on what happened. I think two situations are what's the actual that's my I don't know my detective
Yeah. Big
investigate.
detective here at Geek.
Yeah, exactly. And one of them is like I think that's best case scenario, and the other one is just like the worst case scenario, and I think that's the two most likely situations. After that, I'll quickly mention Shay and I finally finished Apothecary Diaries. Gonna be waiting for that next season. That is, god damn, we love that show. That just like reawoken my my love for anime. It is just such a great show. Highly recommend it to everyone.
Nice.
Maybe anime fans. I'll recommend it too. I don't know how much to say, but like the boys and I, minus Dylan, just went and saw The Naked Gun last night.
Well, me and Taylor saw it. Kirkland was originally invited, but he had to sit somewhere else. I wasn't sitting with him, but he still showed up.
What does that even mean?
You
Did I not
attacked me?
sit
I'm
next
lost.
to Taylor? Yeah,
No,
like,
you
what the
didn't.
fuck?
You attacked Taylor in his home. We ain't sitting next to you. Kirkland's trying to make it seem like we saw us movie together, but that didn't happen.
Wow. Allegations.
Just tripped me out. I'm not even gonna say anything about the movie other than it was a fantastic time. Lots
can
of
say
laughs.
what you want.
It was good. Another Netflix doc I finished. I don't know if it's a doc, just a series. The Quarterback Show. It's a couple weeks old now, but fuck, I'm ready for football season. We got Maddie Sags cooking up a draft for us. I am so ready to go for the NFL season. It's much anticipated.
You ready for him? We're gonna talk about him later. You know?
Oh man, fuck. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get there. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, just poor Joe Burrow. That's like the saddest man in the league, I think. And going into this season, I don't think it's gonna be any better. Shay and I also watched the K-pop Demon Hunters movie, which holy fuck did I love that movie. It is so much fun. It's like for me, it very much reminded me of Turning Red and the whole like Four Town, like just the way that the girls were like obsessed with like that vibe, and like the music and the animation is just very much reminded me of that. Highly recommend it. I think it's just such a well-made project, and I think we're getting a sequel, if I'm not mistaken. Shay told me that.
Sequel, spin-off, and a live-action remake.
Yeah. So we're down. We're gonna be
That
there.
actually makes me not want to watch it. That's just exhausting.
Why?
Yeah, well, because like you get one hit, and then they're just like, and you like that? We get all.
But you're gonna be watching Dexter, Travis.
different though is I'm not watching the Dexter animated remake. Like that's the thing. Because I'm
You
no
would.
longer.
You know you would, and you know it's possible.
Give me a studio
Don't say
name.
it's impossible.
Give me a studio. It's not impossible. Absolutely not. It's not on the news tonight, but apparently it's getting renewed for season 2 and 3. So there you go. No, I think I'm just done. Like I had my fill. It's just because we didn't. I can't remember last time I went to go pay to see a live action remake. I think that's like war movies where I'm over that. Like I have no interest. I've seen them enough of them, and they're just always that wasn't as good. So it's like, why do I keep watching this? Why do I just go out? So I think it's just to get this big hit, and they're like, guess what we're doing? Sequel, spin-off, live action remake. I can get this. The sequel's fine. That I get, but it's just like already. But that's just every company nowadays, right? It has to be like, you like that? Well, there's 6 more things coming. Live action remake though, no, thank you. I haven't seen it, but it's just it's just weird.
This is the one where I feel like I'm the most open to for a live action remake because it just seems like it makes the most sense. I don't know.
Get ready.
But yeah, recommend that movie. What else is on here? No, I think that's all I'll say. The rest I'll save for Saturday. one movie I watched. You know, got like 29 movies to watch by Saturday. Just kidding.
Mr. Field.
Yeah, so looking at my list here, I've been keeping busy. I watched The Duchess with Ralph Fiennes and Keira Knightley. I'd not seen this before, but Madison loves Pride and Prejudice. Like she absolutely loves that movie, and so I thought, okay, I saw this. It's the same time period roughly. Let's put this on. This will be kind of interesting to see. Maybe it's got the same kind of positive vibes. Keira Knightley gets treated like shit in this movie. It's brutal. Ralph Fiennes is an amazing father and husband though in here. I'm kidding. He is brutal. But it was an endearing movie. Everyone came out to play it. It was a good story.
I feel like you see every Keira Knightley movie. Is that true?
I feel like they're all period pieces too. Like
In the
around
2010s,
same.
they were. She did like 6
Yeah.
period pieces. Yeah.
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 But what else did I
Even
pop
Pirates
on?
technically counts.
Pirates
right?
is technically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Me and Madison did a little date night to F1. That was freaking awesome. Oh my
Nice.
god. Even more awesome because I've been listening to the radio and I won 2 free movie tickets and 2 free popcorns to listen to the radio, and so we cashed that in. And it was just, it was amazing time. That movie was just great. There's one point near like the end of the second act where I thought this is starting to feel a little long, but once that third act came in, I was just there. Brad Pitt was phenomenal in that movie. I had a blast. Like, car movies are gonna have a happy ending. I think usually, maybe there's one that doesn't, but I feel like majority of the time they win the race or they become the mentor or their successor wins it.
Can you name me 5 car movies that you've seen in your life? No sequels.
Without sequels?
No, don't name sequels. Like just the
Car
first one.
movies. Okay. Cars. I'll do Gran Turismo, Chitty Bang Bang, F1.
I don't know what kind of chitty bang.
That's a car movie. That car,
Okay.
it has a mind of its
Car
own.
racing
Herbie.
movie.
Herbie's another one.
You got 2 more.
Chitty Bang Bang is a car race
Nope.
movie. He's a race
Okay.
car. He's a race car. That's how he gets destroyed, and then he comes
I'm
back.
not counting that one.
Oh, this man.
2 more.
Jesus. 2 more. Okay. What was that other one?
Okay.
say-
even okay, go on.
I was gonna say Tron. Tron's got race cars in
No,
there.
that's not. No, you're stretching. That's a computer animated.
Taylor,
movie.
Death Race.
Continue.
Come on, you're missing some good.
Oh, that's a
ones.
good one.
Rat
Fuck, I
Race.
forgot about
Fast
that.
and Furious is right
Rat
there,
Race.
too.
Fast and the
Fuck.
Furious.
Ready
there's-
Player
yeah,
One
yeah.
has a race in it.
Oh, that's the Tron
Ricky
level, I think.
Bobby. Yeah.
That's a classic.
Not the Tron
Yeah, I'm
level.
surprised you didn't do Talladega Nights. Yeah. Ugh, we will have. Yeah. Good movie.
But yeah, so yeah, there you go, racing movies. I just rewatched Sinners because Madison hadn't seen it. I put that on, and I was just. She started watching it, and then she was so tired she fell asleep for about half an hour, and then she woke back up when they're like, "We're on the rocky road to Dublin." Da 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 da.
You were
I
singing
was
it so
just,
fucking loud,
I
that's why.
was. It was like
not
a
live
AB
I expected
repeating
for
that
that
scene.
11:30 at night. I was just fucking singing that.
His
Oh
butt
my
ass
gosh.
naked, chanting around the house.
Taylor, question for you: do you think you would have enjoyed F1 that much if you didn't get free tickets and popcorn? 'Cause
Yes.
I just feel like, okay.
That movie.
Misread
That
on my
movie was
part. I just
really
felt
exciting.
like you were maybe jazzed because of the circumstances. I'm just surprised to hear such flagrant praise for that movie after what I've heard about it.
Yeah, I haven't heard good things either. Too.
I know.
but
he- he
the
says it's like the
Taylor's
best
bringing
movie
back
year
the
according to
positivity for the
Taylor
10
Field.
year. He's bringing back the positivity.
the character of Brad Pitt, I really liked just how I don't know, he was innocent humor. He wasn't there and just like
Love innocent humor.
the big
Yeah,
thing too,
that's
the
true.
dynamic between him being this old kind of like washed out guy, but he's still got the skills and the technique, and he's trying to team up and work with this rookie who's just hot headed but can be more. I really like their back and forth because they're just insulting each other and they do a good job at
Love
hating
your
each other.
description.
And then on top of that, just the visuals were so damn good. Probably my favorite scene, this is gonna sound really weird, is just when they're upgrading the car and it shows the car inside this small little warehouse like little area, and then they pump the fans on and you see the air flowing and you see all these computer screens and the technology showing just every little bit of enhancements or details involved with it. It's just so cool because it's real technology, and I just it's neat. It's cool to see that kind of aspect when building something that is just so perfect when it comes to racing. I love that. Visually, it was very appealing.
I love that.
What was your question, Travis?
So for the co-lead guy, do you guys think he would be a good Black Panther? There's rumors around him.
I didn't like him in the movie, So
But like from an acting ability,
I think there's potential. You
Okay.
know, it's tough to judge him on just that project.
is it?
I think so. For me personally, I would need like another point of reference.
F2.
No, that's a different league. That would be F1 too. Come on, this
Yeah,
guy.
you're
I saw
This guy thinks
F4.
he
Taylor saw
races.
F1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the movie as well. Dylan hasn't, so you can answer that.
I think he'd be great.
I liked how he performed in the movie. I think.
This is not a setup or
maybe.
anything. I have no idea. I'm just. There's been rumors around. I
If you were
think
to say it, I like how he performed in the movie.
I like how he
I get
performed
it
in the
too.
movie.
Because I'm pretty sure that guy's name is Damon Idris, right? Something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. That's not confident at all. I'm pretty sure the concept art for Doomsday had him as Black Panther, so I think that's what started the oh, something's going on there. So
I'm
'cause
Victor.
I am T'Challa Junior. But yeah, I don't know if he's playing Junior or like the new T'Challa, but
But yeah, after Sinners, all the Spider-Man news, me and Madison just got big into just the Tom Holland Spidey stuff. So we watched Homecoming, we did Far From Home, and then I was on the fence. I was telling Travis, like, I'm thinking maybe I should go back to like Infinity War and then Endgame, or do some of like the Toby stuff and just branch out before I get to No Way Home. But Madison's just like, let's keep it going. So we put on No Way Home and we watched No Way Home. We're about halfway
God,
through
you
it.
push over. You should have.
You know what? At the end of the day, I really like No Way Home. It's a dang good movie, and I was not gonna resist. She
lost that argument.
pinned me down. I was like, let's just take it. Take me. Let's do it. So.
You got to fight for Toby. You know.
Well, he's there. But one real thing though we've been
He's trying to
enjoying
skirt
is
past it.
since we started while the Spider-Man news came out and Satine didn't have any kind of, she didn't know what Spider-Man was really. She doesn't watch any superhero stuff really at all. It's just been Star Wars and Jurassic Park and all that. So I'm showing Madison the picture of Spider-Man, and I'm saying, look, this is Spider-Man. And Satine's looking at it. She's like, Spider-Man. And so now, randomly, she's doing, like, the fingers, like, and she makes the sound effects, like, so she's a Spider fan. So she watched
Nice.
He's gonna
Homecoming
be the next
with us.
Franklin Richards over here.
Well, that's right. She loved
Tay's like,
Homecoming,
"It's
though.
over
She
for
was into
you."
it. Yeah. I'm going to be Green Goblin. She's going to be Spider-Man, and we're going to fight.
Finish it.
You know what would be cute is if you were Green Goblin and she was like a little pumpkin bomb.
Just pick her up and toss her over the...
Well, you don't have to throw her. But
That's not a bad idea. Madison actually said that she should be Ant-Man and I should be the bigger Ant-Man. So it's like she like
I thought you were
changes
gonna say
back
Aunt
and
May.
forth.
I'm like, you're gonna do that scene.
Finish it. Those eyes. Those horrible yellow eyes. He knows who I am. Can Spider-Man
Aunt
come
May.
out to play?
I was thinking of maybe getting her like a Spider-Gwen costume or something like that because she's enjoying it. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, just wait till she watches Spider and Friends, and the fucking show's trying to indoctrinate you into Ghost Spider and Spin. The fact they call Miles Spin is the most. Every time Ellie
Spin.
says Spin, I'm like,
Actually.
it's not Spin. His name is Miles Morales. It's not Spin.
Why do they call him Spin? Is that his nickname? Like Gobby?
Fucking Gobby too. That is his name in the show. They never call him Green Goblin. I think it's just so the kids don't get confused by there's two Spider-Man, so it's just Spin, Spidey, and then Ghost Spider. But I tell Ellie every day, no, that's Miles Morales. It's Spider-Man. So.
Cool. Other than that, 1994 stuff, but yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, watched the Goonies. That was fantastic. Been talking about watching it with the kids for a while. Still hold up. Lots of laughs. It's a 5 out of 5 movie. Watched Barbarian yesterday. Yeah, just getting ready for Weapons. Enjoyed it a little bit more than I had previously. Watched Incredibles 1. Fantastic movie. Watched Incredibles 2. Not so much, but I was hoping. I'm always hoping gonna like it more because we watched it with the girls. I was in an Incredibles mood after F4. That's why, because just like that aesthetic and stuff. So that first one, yeah, still just god tier Pixar. Second one, it's fine background noise. The kids liked it enough, but even the kids, they don't even like it as much as like Like I put it on, but like they're not like like Incredibles 1, they're locked in the whole time. And then like these guys said, watched Happy or not Happy Gilmore. I talked about last week. Awful movie number 2. Naked Gun was just fantastic, man. Everything I want more, and that's all on my list as well. I watched all the originals last week as well, so that was tons of fun because I got Paramount Plus right now for Dexter, and then they're on there. So no, it was a really really good time. It was fun in front of us. There was a family, and I think they had a daughter that was about maybe 14 to 15 who was laughing, having a good time. The parents she was with were not so much having a good time. One mom, like the mom laughed at like a Spirit Halloween joke, but let's just say there's like a running sexual gag that happens at one point, and the daughter's like, she like leaned over and covered her mouth because I think she could tell her parents were not into this scene and were not finding it amusing at all, but she's like chuckling. So I got a good time out of that. But man, that movie, that was everything I wanted. I was very happy with it. I can't wait to that's going to be a go-to like watch every once in a while. Again, I really hope they do another one, but if not, that's fine. This was just perfect. Ever since I saw Liam Neeson in Shorts, I was like, man, I need him to do like something comedic, and finally we got this. Hence, there's another trailer we're gonna talk about later, which I don't think I'm gonna get those same vibes, great vibes that I did. But yeah, Naked Gun, highly recommended. That was a home run for me. Haven't laughed that long in the theater quite a while. I'd have to really think about it because I even did Deadpool Wolverine last year. I laughed, but there's lots of breaks. Like I can't remember the last comedy I saw. It probably was Bolt Train, to be honest. I think it was the last time in theaters I was just like dying laughing, and this time I was dying laughing multiple times.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
yeah, like a 4 out of 5 out of 5. I think there's a couple jokes that go on for a little bit that aren't my bag, but you know, that's a parody movie. I think they're always going to have something that really works for you and then something that doesn't work for you at all. But some high highs. Maybe one day it'll be a 5 out of 5. But yeah. All right, we'll take our first ad break, and then we'll be right back with news. And we're back. So, because we went a little longer than the beginning, as we usually do, I'm just going to throw a bunch of stuff at you with all those. And if you need a reminder, you can throw it at me. But I'm going to start. So, Dylan, Kirkland, you listen. I'm going to start with you guys first. Because, one, I just want your guys' opinion on the suit. Because I talked about it in Travis, told you, and then Taylor impromptu joined me. He was up late on a midnight, so he joined me a little bit. So, we've talked about the suit. So, people can go back and listen to that. So, I want your guys' opinion on the suit. I guess the current rumor is there's lots of kind of symbols, and there's lots of concept art that feature samurais and that type of stuff, lots of like Asian culture stuff that Japanese culture stuff that has kind of been a mixed report of, okay, lots of people are like, okay, there's lots of stuff pointing to Mr. Negative, and then now there's this new stuff, and then there's another kind of, I'd say like C+ tier scooper saying that it's not Mr. Negative after all. So it looks like that's not happening. It looks like the main two villains right now supposedly are Viper and Silver Samurai, which is odd because those were the two main villains in The Wolverine, literally both of them. So I don't know what's happening there. More kind of on this, I talked about this a bit on Travis, but the Punisher is still to his usual murderous psychopathic ways, but he has weaponry to deal with the threats like Spider-Man and Hulk. He has some special tech and a huge tank, so you got that. Scorpion will have a prominent role, but not the main villain. And then Zendaya's we've heard this before, important role in the film, but won't have that much screen time. And then also Sony confirmed this week that they are doing a Spider-Punk animated film. Daniel Kaluuya is going to be returning as a voice, but he's also producing and co-writing the movie. And then these are ones that are in development. They're not as far along, but Venom and Spider-Man, which I felt like we had heard a Venom rumor like last year, if I recall, like a Venom animated film. I thought we talked about that, but yeah. So I threw a lot at you, Dylan. What stands out there for what's tingled in your spidey sense, if you know what I mean?
Yeah. Geez, so Wolverine. I have seen that movie before, but I don't really recall their dynamic in their Viper and Samurai. Because when I was Googling Viper as a character, went on our Wikipedia page and I did a little Control F Silver Samurai. There was like 12 mentions of Silver Samurai are all over this, so they seem like they're very intertwined. They've dated at times and things like this. Was that their dynamic in Wolverine, or what was going on there?
No, Silver Samurai, spoilers for the fucking 2013 movie, but like Silver Samurai dies in the first act, like his death is faked, and then he comes back as like a third act, like it's been to me all along, very predictable. And Viper's like his like worker, like kind of henchwoman that's doing all these things. They both don't have much development because he's dead most of the movie, and she like has nothing going on. And it is also weird because I know they've popped in other stuff, but in my mind, they're primarily, at least Silver Samurai is primarily an X-Men villain. So Like, I guess Marvel, like, they have the rights to all those characters now, right? But I just feel like very odd that would be the route that they're going with this. I was really bummed that these Mr. Negative things seem to not be true after all. So,
yeah, I mean, I guess with all this Hulk stuff going on now, maybe a big part of the movie is like I don't know, some mind controlled type Hulk situation. So I don't know, maybe that's where it is, where they're not necessarily like. It sounds like there's a lot going on in this movie. Did you mention the Scorpion thing too? That Scorpion's in there now as well.
and there's other villains too. There's Tarantula. There's Boomerang. There's Ramrod. But I think a lot. Ramrod.
Not Nimrod though.
Not Nimrod. No, he's a half cyborg character. But I do think a lot of these might be taken out in just like a montage or something. I think we might get like a
F4 style.
Yeah, what I've been doing for 5 years since No Way Home. So
yeah. Just him saying, "I took out Ramrod. Things are good over here in Queens." I was thinking about this that, like, man, in the MCU, have we seen a villain? We haven't really seen a lot of villain like duos in this way, but also have we seen like a villain duo that's like a couple? Because that could be a like really fun dynamic. I'd be really down for these two to just chew up the scenery together, and ram some rods and all that good stuff.
What did you say, Kirkland?
Not since Pokemon, like Jesse and James.
Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? He said Marvel villains. I'm trying. Not a couple. I think that could be fun. I'm not counting the Disney Plus shows because I'm like foggy on those. I can't remember any of those. I don't think
Foggy
even
was in Daredevil. That's true.
Yeah, he's R.I.P. But like even duos are pretty. Like Iron Man 3 for a little bit, but then Rebecca Hall does a good guy turn and helps the crew out.
But
boy.
Moral of the story is no, it really hasn't been done. I think there's potential there if they make them a couple, and I don't want something where there's some romance. But like I just want them to be a couple together, and we just start at that point and we go from there. I think it could be fun. I mean, all I know about Viper is that in Marvel Snap when you put it down, she throws one of your cards to the other side. That's all. But I guess she's like related to Hydra and stuff, which I kind of feel like we're past the Hydra era of the MCU. But I don't know. I guess we could always circle back on that. I mean, Silver Samurai, I guess is I assume he's a mutant though, right? That character typically.
I don't know if I would per se say that. I feel like he's always entwined with the mutants and has some mutant stuff maybe going on, but I don't think he's a mutant per se. Let me do a quick Google here.
Obviously, they could just have him in there and not mention that at any point and not really make a big hullabaloo about the whole X-Men connection of it. But I'm okay with this. I mean, I like Mr. Negative from what I know of that character, and I was excited to see him if that was a thing we were getting. But I'm actually not too mad about this. I think it makes sense. It could be interesting. It really makes me want to rewatch that Wolverine movie, even if that wasn't necessarily like well done for these characters. Have we retroed that at any point? That one?
We did. Me, Kyle,
I guess
and
you
Kirk
guys would
went
do the
back
X-Men
in the day.
retro.
Yeah.
Would have been in
But
there?
I'd say they're lacking, but the movie's good. What we talked about, it feels like it's like the baby steps to Logan because it's still James Mangold. So it feels like half the movie, it's like, oh, this is Logan. And then the next half is like, oh, we get into like, you got to be a comic book movie. It feels like that was the setup for him to get the full ripcord in Logan, but it's still good because like Logan loses his powers in that movie. There's some great stuff there. He's like homeless for the first act, and it's a low key favorite of mine. I love that one. It's a very depressing movie, which is good.
Okay.
So look at S-Bubs,
Go back to that one.
another person. I like the Wolverine a lot, so
Way to go. I guess Punisher. I don't love the idea of him being like souped up in a way, but it makes sense given like if he has to face the Hulk and Spider-Man, obviously he needs some sort of power upgrade. So I wonder if that's what his special will be about in some way. I don't know, some journey that leads him to that position. Or I guess that would be after this movie. When timelines? I need help.
I think it's before the special presentation. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that could potentially be a setup there. What am I missing at this point? So the anime
suit?
Stuff,
Do you like the suit?
I haven't seen the suit, so I can Google that.
Oh, okay. Bring that suit up. I was gonna say, Zendaya we talked about. You
Google
excited about
Tom Holland suit? Will it pop up?
You probably should. At least you put Brand New Day. What about Scorpion? Are you excited to see Scorpion finally? He was set up in Homecoming post credit. It's teasing he's getting the full suit.
I do remember that. It sounds like if he has a small role, I'm guessing he's like,
No, it says prominent role. Prominent role.
Oh,
but not the main villain. That's what it said. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I feel
Maybe
like
number one lackey.
Viper has like a kind of scorpion vibes, right? She's green and like
Yeah.
poisonous, so maybe there's some maybe there's like a love triangle between those two, those and samurai. I'd be down for it. Well, I don't know if I'd be down for that, but okay, I'm down for Scorpion to be in there. I read that note wrong. I thought he had a small role, so I anticipated that he would be like, okay, he takes him out in the first 15 minutes. He's like that initial villain before we get into like the juice of the movie. But
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm open to it.
Because the
This movie
plot's
sounds freaking dense, though. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, because the plot synopsis was Spider-Man, Punisher, and Hulk fight each other before they realize there's a greater threat. So like nothing that crazy. Like that's Civil War, that's that's Thunderbolts, that's BVS.
It's so generic
like,
on paper. Like there's been so many movies that follow that, but like
yeah,
just on paper, it's like, oh god, we got another one of these.
yeah. Like I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be like, oh, someone Hulk. I kind of understand because like you got to make him mad, and that's one thing now everyone's been theorizing, which I am curious about too. When it was Mr. Negative, it's like, oh well, that's the easy way he can really mess with Bruce Banner. That's the way you get Savage Hulk out. I'm very curious how they do that now with no character that's like, as far as we know, no character that really affects the psyche like that. Like I don't think Viper. Like I hope Bruce doesn't get like spat venom in his face and then he's like, oh, like I don't want that. Like I want something.
Maybe it has a weird chemical reaction with the gamma. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't want that, and then I also don't want Scar to get killed. So it's like I don't really like any like.
You don't want Scar to get killed.
Okay, I do, but like that being the motivation means nothing. Especially when Kevin Feige is in an interview like, yeah, Thunderbolts had a lot of Disney Plus characters people didn't know. So it's like, yeah, so you're saying that's one of the reasons it's failed. You expect the moviegoers to be like, oh, Scar's dead, man. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm not saying I'm worried about this movie. I just need to see a bit more of the vision. I'm hyped on the elements of it, but it's just, there is a lot. I do think a lot of these characters will get killed, like, being right away. I think actually Punisher will kill a lot of them, which is good, because that's why I think you use characters like Tarantula and Boomerang, because it's like, we're never going to use these again. Like, let Frank kill them. So I just hope the core movie is, I would, like, Punisher versus Spider-Man in a sense that he is kind of the villain, the same way Tony Stark was the villain for most of Civil War, right? Where, yeah, we love Tony, but he was doing some bad stuff. Like, I hope it's that. But again, they had Zemo being the puppet master, right? So
yeah, I mean, even if we just look at like F4 on paper, it's like, okay, well, you got the 4, you got the baby this time around, you got Surfer, you got Galactus, you got Mole Man. We're gonna chuck Diablo in there and Red Goose or whatever his name is. Like, on paper, maybe it's like as many characters as this. So I don't know. It could work. I think it'll be a messy time, but hopefully a fun time. The suit, it looks a lot like Toby's suit, right? It's kind of the vibe of it.
yeah, kind of. I think the blue undercut's a little like Andrew's, but yeah, it has like the raised web. It's more black and
It's
stuff.
almost like
Bigger
a
eyes.
hybrid between those two, to use Taylor's favorite word. So I think it looks good. I like it.
Yeah, and then the animated stuff. Spider-Punk movie, Venom, Spider-Woman.
What else is going on in the Sony? I guess another Into the Verse one.
Yeah, Beyond the Spider-Verse is 2027, and then these 3 animated films, and then nothing live action because remember they killed the
everything got
the SCU.
destroyed.
Yeah,
Thank God.
after Craven. yeah,
Yeah, I mean, after kind of not really liking the second Spider-Verse, I'm not too.
right. Yeah.
I think the Spider-Woman one is one that I'm most anticipated for out of these. Like Venom. Okay, we've seen enough Venom recently. Or is it Venom as a solo or Venom and Spider-Woman as a collective?
No,
project?
solo.
Okay.
So
I'm down for Spider-Woman. That's what I'm excited for out of these
Okay.
3 for sure. Yeah.
Mr. Patzer, how you feeling over there?
I'm feeling all right. It's a little warm in this room, but I'm doing pretty
Patio
good.
pod, if you do that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Maybe one day. I mean, fuck. I was juicing with this substance you were throwing at me here with these notes. I feel like I started off with just the suit reveal, which I fucking love. I love the blue on a Spider-Man suit.
And have you seen like the practical way they're shooting this movie? Have you been in the Discord much? If not, I'll pull it up.
No, I haven't. When I was out,
Just keep
on
talking,
my
I'll
trip,
pull it
I
up,
didn't
yeah.
look at the Discord at all, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I think the suit looks so great. That video, it was great. Just Tom Holland walking out.
Like, look at this
Holy
stuff.
fuck, look at that
They
image.
have them on a rig.
Look
They're
at that
driving
bulge.
through Glasgow.
Let's get a zoom in, depixelate on that bulge right now.
No, I'm not doing that. They have a like through Glasgow that they're driving. This shot I use as a
Oh
thumbnail.
man, yeah, okay, I did see this shot actually in the Discord.
That shot,
that's
yeah, this is the
crazy.
thumbnail. They need to use that as the poster. Like, I don't even think they
Yeah.
need to like make it look even nicer. Like that is one of the most like aura, like very cool things. But like look at this shit. They have him on a ring and there's like explosions
Man.
behind him. This is all practical stuff. This literally
Yeah.
looks like if Spider-Man was in our world and someone was taking photos of him, like, look what Spider-Man did. Like this is like that right there is so cool, which is so funny because everyone's been dogging on the last director John Watts because they asked like, oh, if you don't do Spider-Man 4, what's your advice? He's like, oh, my advice is never do the web slinging practical. It never looks good. It just looks kind of cheap and phony. Like, and then the Shang-Chi director I guess was like, nah, I'm not doing that. But yeah, these photos are like,
Yeah.
this is.
Is
I guess
Tom
juice.
is Tom doing his stunts? Is he in there with the swing?
I don't think he's. I think he's in like this, where he's standing on top of a car, like waving.
There's no way they have him swinging around with
I
explosives.
They
don't
put
think
Tom
that's-
Cruise in the suit. Tom
Yeah.
Cruise is swinging around in there.
I don't think that's Tom Holland, where there's a
Well-
huge explosion behind him.
Well,
but,
Travis, didn't one of your notes was that Zendaya's like there, but not necessarily
Yes.
be in the movie, but more to support him. So I guess it's like in the event that he breaks his leg or something, she can go to the hospital.
Exactly,
And,
yeah.
know,
So you
be
just
on
hang out
bedside
there.
with him.
Yeah, but he has been on top of the car moving. I've seen those ones before. So
Yeah.
I bet he'd love to do the swinging. Maybe they let him do like one, but yeah, like look at this. You're at work. Everyone's like, I want to see
Beaten
this
off,
photo.
And then you look outside your window. And you
That
see
guy is
that thing.
aiming for the crotch for sure with that picture.
But I hope this photo does come out because again, this looks like stuff like Spider-Man would submit to Toby or like J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah, it's some good stuff going.
No, yeah, I'm juicing with all those images. I think
So
all of this.
where's that
is
filming?
fantastic.
Sorry,
Glasgow.
is that the setting of the movie?
No,
Okay,
it's just
Like,
cheaper
it
to
looks
film
New
there.
Yorkish.
Yeah, it's just cheaper to film there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respect. Let me refer to my notes here. A lot of villains were thrown out there.
Mhm.
I'm really down for this. I feel like I'm always been wanting to just get more Spidey villains in content, just because there is so many. I mean, you guys went through the animated series. Like, there's just so many freaks in the roster.
Oh, yeah.
And
Those
even if they
freaks.
do get dismantled by like the Punisher, part of me is a little bit sour because I'm like, oh, we're never gonna get that crazy arc with Tarantula or whoever it might
what-
be, Boomerang.
Oh, those are the ones to do. He's not taking off like Rhino and like
I know, well,
Hobgoblin.
Rhino
you know.
is like, I love Rhino.
You're lucky Rhino's not on that list.
I put him in a higher tier than he probably deserves to be, just for like his power level and everything, just for
Yeah,
nostalgia's sake
he's
and
good tier.
everything. I probably have him A tier just because I
You
have
A tier.
probably just
We just had him in
nostalgia.
Craven 7 months ago. We're good.
Come on now, that's not Rhino.
That's
That's like
Rhino.
extinct Rhino. Come
And then
on.
look at Paul Giamatti. That'd be a fun cast. We should rank those because I don't agree with Rhino. He's B tier, but I think people have him lower. Like for me, Scorpion's probably an A tier. He's one of my favorite goon characters. But
Yeah.
I think Frank is gonna probably end the Scorpion in this movie. You know,
Scorpion is like A tier, potentially even higher. Honestly, off of what we just saw with
Whoa.
what the fuck was the show called?
Friendly Neighborhood.
Friendly Neighborhood
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
that was
Like,
a good arc. For
man,
him. Yeah.
great character there. So yeah, no, and then like Viper, I've seen some things with her, but don't really know much about the character. So there's some unknowns in here for sure. I'm just excited to see a bunch of freaks on screen, and let's go. Let's see what happens. Silver Samurai, definitely not a character that I thought would be like at the top of my prediction list for like the next live action Spider-Man film, but I'm down. Let's do it.
I really want to see the story and why. Other than maybe it is just like that Hulk and Punisher are pretty much the main villains. So they're just like, let's just use a bunch of kind of like lamer villains that like we're not gonna like. I wonder how. Like, I guess I'm a Wolverine fan. I was gonna say I wonder how Wolverine fans say. I just feel like if you use those characters, I guess you're not doing that arc with Wolverine go to Japan or anything like that, which I thought they could still redo one day. But I feel like it's kind of odd to use Samurai here. So, but maybe they're just using a bunch of characters they don't really care about. So
They were getting the Spider-Man in Japan as the next setup.
oh, that's how
I'm
we
down.
do.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Any other names I missed? Scorpion. I guess we kind of talked, or I kind of mentioned him. I hope it's a very enticing character and hopefully some setup for something in the future. And of course, I'm just pulling from your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and just pulling out of like what I saw there on what they had with that character. That was so good. I don't know. Like there's ties with JJ. Also, is he supposed to be in this?
They haven't said anything about him coming back, and I don't know. It's kind of because they use
I
him
feel
in
like
No
it's an
Way
easy
Home.
get. Like it's not like he's gonna be in there like doing a lot of scenes. You could even just have him podcasting or whatever he's doing. In this
It
world.
is, but like, I think they kind of ruined him, to be honest. Like doing the whole Infowars guy thing. It's like I like the dynamic of I want to see Tom Holland and him pound around. You know, where I don't think you'd get that dynamic of Peter's taking photos for this, because I know that's always the thing. Like Jonah's a bad guy, but the thing about Jonah is usually he's a bad guy, but he still has like a good guy deep down there. Where they're making him like an Alex Jones type, who's like, no, Alex Jones is like a complete piece of shit. So it's like. I don't, whatever his thing was, like the Daily Bugle info or whatever, like, I don't see Peter working for that. So that's where I was more excited when we got him in Far From Home, because we're going to get that dynamic of Peter the photographer taking photos. That's his job. But I don't think we're getting that. So, like, I'm not saying I would not take JK back, but if it's just to do more of No Way Home, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I bet he's still in there, though. If I had to pizza bet, I would not pizza bet against that. So,
yeah. And then in terms of Punisher, Hulk, Spidey trio, I love the idea of that. I'm just curious how they're gonna like spoon feed us the Punisher stuff and have it like believable. On like
put him in a war machine.
now I have this Hulk Crusher gadget, and it's like okay, like I can foresee Frank Castle just pulling out a fucking sawed-off shotgun and just shooting some rounds into Hulk, but like. That doesn't do anything, right? Like we've seen
That's why he
goons
gets a
try to
suit.
do that to the Hulk, but like who gives him the suit?
He's going to kill Rhodey.
Yeah, is that
No,
is that
he'll
your
just
prediction?
break into Star Tech. Like, I don't know. He just like
Yeah, so like I'm gonna
I trust
need
Frank.
I'm gonna need a decent explanation that's somewhat like meet me halfway.
Set it up.
That is true. What if that is the special? What if the special is? I bet it could be the reverse. Or what if there's other bad guys like in other movies and shows that have acquired Stark Tech? Frank stops that bad guy, has been like, I might need this for later, you know, and he saves it. So
Looks
like,
into the camera and then it just fucking
Yeah.
rolls to credits.
next time, baby. So I think they might explain it, but like. I guess I don't have that issue with, like, because other people brought that up. I don't, because like even in Daredevil, when he's sitting in a room, there's just like weapons everywhere and schematics. I'm like Frank's life is just finding weapons and finding gear. So it's like I can believe that he's gonna land on a
He
fucking.
just already has a
roof.
basement full of stuff.
Yeah, I
'Cause
can.
he's just always got an armory everywhere he goes.
I can believe that, and I know people don't want to see. A lot of people don't want to see him in the War Machine suit. I don't hate as much as other people because we have him in other. Oh,
Maybe he's just
Is he
injecting
painting?
Hulk blood into him, and he just hulks.
Oh, John Bernthal. Yeah, and he has like the Punisher skull.
What color
still.
is he? Yeah, is he just like Venom? He's just black with a white
I
skull.
don't think they'd make him black. That may be a controversial choice. That might.
Black Hulk.
Yeah, John Bernthal might be like, I don't think we should do this one.
It's like, no, you're gonna be black.
All right, Feige. But no,
He doesn't come back for Daredevil because of the script. But he's like, yeah, but I'll do Black Hulk.
Yeah. How much zeros? Yeah, okay, fuck it, whatever. But no, I think. What were you asking about the suit though, originally? Before we get to Hulk? Like he'll have the War Machine suit with like in the
With the skull.
he sprays it over it. Yeah, of course he does.
Oh,
That's
it's like
Frank-
been a comic book thing, of course.
Yeah, I will show you too. Another photo came out from because his special's like filming right now, so he's like literally filming stuff back to back. His look is out there. He's going full beard this time. It's fine because usually the beard means retirement. Not anymore. The beard is fine, but yeah, this is his full look for the special. So, why are you laughing?
I don't know why. I just was. He's like default NPC stance right now, looking at me.
The shape of his head is crazy to me.
Yeah,
And if he turns into the Hulk, white or black, I want him to have like facial hair and haircut too. I don't think it's gonna happen, but
yeah, I was kind of hoping that he'd get this look right here.
Wait. What's that third image? Yeah,
Yeah, we
click
should
on that
do
one.
that.
This
That's
one
what
right
we-
here?
No. Yeah.
He's getting that look for sure.
Hang on, I'll bring it up in a full screen format here. Yeah, that's how he's gonna fight the Hulk. No, they used to do swimsuit editions, Marvel, for the men and the
He's
women.
got
So
the Kyle sunglasses going on.
he does got the Kyle sunglasses, but American Punisher. That just looks like guys I see every fucking day on Twitter. There's nothing. There's the War Machine Punisher right there. Look, worse. There's tons of people. I've seen so much of like Kevin Feige. You better not fucking put him in that suit. Like people hate him in that.
Well,
I
that's
get
like
it.
a bit of
but
flashbacks for like Affleck's big Batman suit that he.
It
got
is.
there,
Yeah, it's
so.
like a space.
Yo.
Punisher.
That's kind of cool.
He just looks like Black Manta there. He really does. But
Yeah,
I'm trying
he
to
does.
find. The
I feel like
classic.
Cosmic
Hulk,
Ghost Rider is
Black
going to be number
Manta.
1.
Which you oh, you like
Cosmic's
Cosmic
number 1. It's got to be number 1.
I'll go down worse. There's Ant-Man Punisher. What the fuck? There's so much like suits here, black and white. Number
and
1,
white.
I think number white Punisher Max. Let's see. We're gonna get there. 3, and then the worst is swimsuit. Come on, number 1, the Metal Gear.
Metal
Punisher.
Gear Punisher.
I guess I
Wait,
don't.
what is this from? What's the context of Metal Gear Punisher?
Let's see. In Greg Rucka's run in 2011, Frank loses one of his eyes and starts wearing bandages over his eyes. He also grows a beard, turning into a spitting image, assaults Nick and Big
Okay,
Boss.
so
from
it's
Metal
not
Gear.
actually a crossover. It's
No,
just-
no, but
Okay.
yeah, I think I was hoping we would get like the big belt, like the belt and the teeth and stuff, but no, we're getting you know like that right there. That would be, especially like the Spider-Man outfit. We're getting some good stuff, but this is good enough. I still prefer my Punisher clean shaven, but alas.
Can you bring up that like the actual image again?
Sure. I
Just
just
One is
forwarded it.
the little underwear, specifically that one. Circle back.
Yeah, can you zoom in? Yeah, okay. Well, speak. I'll get there. Hang on.
What was I gonna say? I think I kind of said it all. It's like I'm down
It's
for
all right.
it, but I
I'm
just
there.
need to be okay, perfect.
Like what? Why?
Man,
What did you
the
need
more
to
I
bring
look
up
at
this image
that, the
again?
more issues I have with it. Like just the
What-
skull looks so weird on him.
It's
it looks
brighter
like
than it
he's-
usually is, though. Why does it look weird? It just looks like the Punisher skull.
I doubt
No,
it's
but
that bright in the movie. This
it's
is him
like-
just.
It's like he's wearing like a
bet
normal
it is.
outfit, and then they just put like a foam like white skull over him. Because like just the shape of it, like it's not even a good bulletproof vest. Like his
Well, he-
shoulders are exposed.
It's pretty inefficient.
I think.
you're
Well,
right.
the vest isn't supposed to protect all your shoulders. It's supposed to protect your priority
so
organs,
when he
right?
when
Like-
he reloads his rifle, Taylor, and he empties these clips. He
What about
empties
it?
these clips on his belly. Those are just vulnerable now. There's no skull there.
Like someone could literally shoot him in the heart and he would just die right now.
No, I bet he's got the War Machine armor under there already. He's getting. It's like nanotech.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
don't nanotech. It could be fucking nanotech. Remember?
Look at his one finger on his right hand. Kind of freaky.
Remember Iron Man's suit in Infinity War was a fucking hoodie. He just pulled some strings and then became an Iron Man suit. All he has to do is just like hit the nose, like, and then
Looks like he's waiting for his mom to pick him up for school right now. He's like the last kid.
You remember
Okay.
that
Okay.
John Wick on stage, and there's the mini version. Should do a mini with him.
Okay, this is not an official.
He looks
someone-
better when it's nighttime and there's like some darkness around, but yeah, he looks like he's getting picked
Okay,
up from school.
This isn't a stage
Like
photo.
one of those front pockets on his pants too. Those look really strange as well.
That's where the
That's
nanites come out of.
That's for extra bolts and stuff. My God.
Extra
I'm taking it
bolts?
down.
John
Yeah.
Bernthal's looking great though. Costume
Yeah,
aside.
Yeah.
Last things. I have nothing to say about the Zendaya thing. That's just
Whoa.
good for them still being together. The animated projects. I'm pretty hyped on all of these. Honestly, give me more. Give me more animated projects. I'm excited to get a like Spider-Woman project, even though it's live, not live action. Even though it's animated. I think we're just dehydrated for Spider-Woman content, and I'm not counting Miss Marvel because that like just scrub that from existence. That not a good Spider-Woman tale at all. But Julia Carpenter is, of course, who I'm talking about.
Why'd you say Miss Marvel?
Yeah.
Why are you taking shots at
What the
Kamala
fuck is it
Khan for no
called
reason?
then?
Friends
Oh
of
my
the
God.
podcast. Madam Web?
Yeah, I think I was trying to say Miss
Marvel?
Madam Web.
And
but,
wasn't her name Jennifer Cornwall or something like that?
It's been a day. It's been a week.
Cornwall.
It's been It's been 10 years. But yeah, no, it's kind of crazy that it's
You're
been
right.
this
Miss
long,
Marvel
and
was
it's
a
still
terrible Spider-Man movie. I'll agree with you.
also yes. But no, the Venom one, like we have had a lot of Venom content. I'm still down. Let's see what we get there. Spider-Woman and Spider-Punk. I think that's like the best avenue for me personally is just having it as an animated project. Yeah.
Taylor, any more thoughts on this stuff? Talk a little bit about some of the new stuff.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I already spoke to the suit. The suit's fantastic. I really, really like it. The villains in here, Silver Samurai. Yeah, I mean, I really only know him from the animated series. I know he's in that Wolverine movie,
Right, he
but
did- he was in
they're
there, but-
they're both very different representations, I'd say. I like the X-Men version more than the animated version more than the movie Wolverine version.
They better give him the armor if he's in this movie at least. He better have that huge sword, big silver.
Yeah.
Like he better not be looking like just like a guy with like a silver suit or something.
Yeah. I'm down to get this variety of villains though. I think it's a pretty cool roster just to throw a bunch of randos in there. I mean, I'm really not familiar with. I mean, Ramrod, yeah, no freaking clue who he was, and a few of the others, just no idea. But yeah, to see Scorpion in here, and that was a highlight watching Homecoming, and just telling Matt's like, look, that guy, he's finally coming back, full circle. We're going to get him in here again. So it's nice that we're finally touching upon loose ends. But ultimately, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited for it, and it having you said kind of like that darker tone to it, even looking.
I didn't throw that out, right? One of the notes is that the people are saying it's going to have a dark tone similar to Kraven Last Hunt. They also, in the report, put Amazing Spider-Man 2. I did not include that because I don't think Amazing Spider-Man 2 is that dark. Like, other than Gwen dying, I do get that. That is a dark moment, but I don't think the rest of the movie is that dark. And I don't know what they could do in this movie other than, like, Frank killing people, because I don't think when they're like Zendaya will have a huge role but a small one. I don't think
He just
Frank's.
kills
I don't think Frank's going that far. He has a code. I don't think Hulk's killing her, but that would be, man. Could you imagine the drama? You know what? They would never do that. But think about that. That's actually they just did that, right? I guess with Ant-Man, Green Goblin kills Ant-Man, and he's gonna save Green Goblin. That's why No Way Home's so good. But that's where I just thought, like, if Hulk accidentally killed MJ, like, how would he deal with that? And Frank the whole time would be egging
There's
him
no
on to kill him.
redemption for Hulk if Hulk did it.
Yeah, but there's no redemption for Goblin. They saved him, right? They didn't kill Defoe last movie. So if they don't kill Defoe, it's the same situation, isn't it? Defoe, Norman and Goblin are two different people. Hulk and Banner are two different people. I'm not saying Smart Hulk kills MJ. I'm saying
Smart Hulk does. Yeah.
yeah, I'm saying Savage Hulk does it. So what's the difference of him saving Norman and not saving Bruce?
The difference is there's a Toby involved.
But Frank's the referred.
Frank's yeah. I'll help you, Hulk. That's killer.
Yeah. No, I mean he's gonna help Spider-Man kill. But no, the hope is now that he doesn't need a Toby now, right? He's a man now. He can just make that decision for himself.
I should hope so. Yes.
Okay.
Darker
tone you're talking about.
Darker tone, yeah. I'm always down for a darker tone. Let's do it. We got the Punisher being in this is just so exciting. It's really exciting, and I like the suit. I think it looks really, really cool. And just it's an upgrade from his Netflix days, which I don't mind the Netflix version or like his Born Again version and look and all that. But I'm happy to see it just be more like. It gave me like Crossbones vibes, kind of. If you remember him from Civil War, but in a good way, a better way.
I don't like that comparison.
What else we got here? Yeah, Zendaya popping off. Emotional support. That's good. She's not filming a lot of scenes or any scenes in Glasgow. She's just there chilling with him.
Just chilling, yeah.
Just chilling.
They are
in the
engaged,
suit doing
so.
the swinging.
They are engaged. They are officially engaged. Okay.
I don't think it's official. I think just everyone knows it's like a unkept secret out there.
Unkept secret.
You know.
It reminded me of that video where she was being sworn by all the reporters, and Tom like dolphin dives in and just like pulls her out.
He almost went in there, Toby. I can't see.
did.
There's cars, motherfucker. Like he was close. That play that Spider-Man
He
3
was
music.
close.
That someone's probably done that edit somewhere on the internet. But, yeah.
Oh man, but yeah. Other than that, I'm really stoked for it. And getting into Spider-Punk. Yeah, I need to rewatch that Spider-Verse sequel. I think I've only seen it the one time in theaters. I've seen the first one many a time, but the second one I need to rewatch and just kind of like touch base on all that, because that was another hype moment too when we're watching Homecoming and you see Miles' uncle in there, and then just having Glover pop in as
Spin's uncle.
Spin's uncle. Yeah, then having Spin's uncle pop in as oh gosh,
What's this got to do with Spider-Punk?
because he pops up in Spider-Verse, the sequel, the second one, Spider-Verse.
Sure, but you're talking about it was great to see Miles' uncle free pop up, and you're talking about like the bad Miles Morales. What does that have to do? Yeah,
Spin.
what does that have to? That's not Spider-Punk.
Because he could pop up in Spider-Punk. You never know.
No, Spider-Punk will be after, so I think everything will be resolved in Beyond the Spider-Verse, and then it'll be done. So
Is Spider-Punk after the third Spider-Verse movie?
I would think so. They're writing this movie now, where Spider-Verse 3 is out in 2027. So I'm gonna unless something really goes wrong with Beyond the Spider-Verse, I'm gonna say Spider-Punk is gonna be after. So I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna resolve Miles, Peter B. Parker, and Gwen's story, Spin, Spidey, and Ghost Spider. They're gonna reveal all their stories. They're gonna settle that, and then they're gonna go on and go off in different directions with new characters. Hence Spider-Woman, Ben, and Spider-Punk.
Different sunsets. Okay. Yeah, Venom. Getting an animated film. I'll remain optimistic. I'm a little Venomed out, to be honest. Unless the MCU does something very Venomy, then I'm all for it. Like, go on to Frank Castle. He injects himself with Hulk blood. The symbiote latches onto him. He gets the spirit of vengeance. He just turns into a fucking nightmare. And then Spider-Woman.
Oh wow.
Is that Gwen? Or is that the Spider Queen?
Gwen
Or
is Ghost Spider.
No, I don't know, because in the movies, I think they do call her Spider-Woman, but I think they're talking about like the Jessica Drew one. But I would not. I don't want that. I would want Spider-Gwen, and especially with her
Silk.
world.
It was that Silk.
Silk,
movie.
yeah. But
well, yeah, do that. Do Gwen and get Haley Steinfeld back in there, and
Yeah,
let's
it's a
have
layup.
a good time. Yeah, it's easy. $1 billion movie right there.
I won't go that far.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I talk about Super 4. That's great. Darker tone. Sure, let's see it. Let's great concept, but let's see if they go and then they get into the editing room and they go, oh, it's too dark. Scorpion, yeah, I think he's a goner. But if he's a prominent role, I'd be down if he was like villain B for a bit, kind of like how Shocker was in Homecoming. But let's make a better version of that, because I love Shocker. That's another one I hold in higher regard, and that didn't go well in Homecoming. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what they're doing with Hulk and with Zendaya. I really don't know, because all I pitched before is I would just really like him to be in college, and in one class he like bumps into her, and there's like a really great scene there, and then they tie it off where he reminisces and walks away, and then she kind of has like in every movie where she like thinks where she remembers him but doesn't, and then has a moment and then walks away. I just don't know what. You know what I'm saying though, right? Like remember when Peter Toby kisses Dunst at the end of Spider-Man 1, they kiss and walks away, she like touched her lip and everything, like that type of moment where it's like, okay, I do know this guy. I theorized to the boys when we were seeing Naked Gun that maybe it's just Peter's on a rooftop watching just Ned and her get it on, which would be awful, but that would be important. So I don't know what else. Like, I just really don't want the movie to end with her knowing he's like Spider-Man, like remembering anything. I'm down for that. That's gonna happen, of course, right? It's gonna happen in this trilogy. But like, even I think I'll accept it the next movie. I think it's a long enough break, and then hopefully number 6, you give them their happy ending before you brutally murder him and Spin takes over. That's how I would go. But
Who murders him?
Frank.
Zendaya? Oh, yeah,
No,
Frank.
yeah. I remember what you did. You didn't let me kill Hulk.
You kill my daughter, my wife.
He's just
God.
everybody. He's just
Crazy.
I didn't mean to do it, Mr. Castle. But no, so I'll be curious. But again, we don't know. I told us what Andreas told you, but you guys, I didn't put this in the notes, but like we still know who Sadie Sink's playing. And there's this rumor going around that she's playing this character called Carly, but the whole thing is it's just a cover up for the actual character. So it sounds like what they might be doing is like they did with Zendaya and MJ, where she was cast as Michelle. But then at the end of the movie, it was like, oh, my friends call me MJ. It sounds like they're doing that again with this. So I don't know, because like I've said before, unless she's a superpowered character, I've never liked that in the Spider-Man movies where I can't be with you because you might get hurt, and then like, oh hey Gwen, let's start dating. Like, that's never made sense to me. Like, she has to be a black cat at whatever, and I still wouldn't mind the whole Mayday thing. I think there's a fun Back to the Future thing of kind of they play it like Gwen in the Spider-Verse movie, where for the first half of the movie it's like, oh, like, she keeps popping around and everything, but I would love it if there's that big reveal of, oh, fuck, like, you are my daughter. And I think it's a fun thing, like, your daughter's your same age. They would never do, like, they're attracted or anything, dating, like, like,
Hey,
but
the fuck is this?
shout out Mission Impossible 3, Taylor, you had your hand up.
Well, sorry, what was her code name again?
I think it's like Carly.
Carly. Oh, okay.
And she's listed as like a scientist or something. So it's like, okay, that could be, and I hope she's not. If her agent let her play Viper, bad agent right there. Like I'm saying, like, that's somebody that's That's not an up and coming star role.
She's gonna
That's
get
some.
Malkovich and cut from the movie.
I won't go that far. I just feel like that's like.
Could she be a
really
black cat? Carly, codename for
She
cat.
could. She absolutely could. I just don't think I would love that, especially because that'd be a perfect romantic situation for him to have, because that's somebody that could handle himself in a fight, right? There wouldn't be that worry. Even though I do, well, actually, no, we can't do that. I love the trope where Black Cat's an older woman and Peter's a young boy, but
I don't know if Black
he's a
Cat
man
can
now.
take on like War Machine Punisher though.
Well,
Might be out of her depth there.
I don't think she
Hulk?
would take him on, though. I think she might have the same ideology he had. So you could have that situation where you have Frank who's telling you, hey, you should take these people out, and you have Black Cat who's like, hey, you should take these people out. So that's the situation where they might not even have to fight. It's just that they say the same thoughts, So
So if you had an older black cat, what older woman are you casting in there to romance young?
well, you
Tom
can't
Holland?
now. Like, I don't think, because before there's a
In your
well,
world,
Sail.
who
No,
do you?
no, no.
Megan Sail thing.
You'd have to go
That
underworld era,
baby.
Sail.
out of there. Go back. Stop. Stop.
yes.
Get back on the road. Get back on the road. I don't. So just play the whole clip at that point. My God. You can't do now, because one of my favorite comics is there's finally Peter decides like he's gonna be a Black Cat, and they kiss each other, and then they decide to reveal their identity, and Black Cat sees that he's like in high school, and she vomits, like she throws up. She's like, I thought you were
In
this. I thought you were like a man and stuff. So no, you'd have to go back to like Homecoming era, and I don't have time to pull who in 2017 would I cast as an older Black Cat. So yeah. So we'll see. And yeah, the anime film's great. Spider-Punk was my favorite new character out of Across. I loved the animation. I loved the stuff. Just like made me laugh the most. So I think that'd be a really cool kind of universe to go visit. Spider-Woman, like I said, TBD. I want to see who they're doing first, because Jessica Drew I have less. Even though I could see the fun thing of, even though like they already got Mayday in those movies. 'Cause I thought, oh, she's pregnant, she has a baby, you do the baby, but they already have Mayday Parker there. So I don't know. And Venom, I think, has tons of potential. I think that's cool. I think the animation style really works. They could do some great stuff with the symbiote. And I think it's one of these situations where clearly Venom's still a popular character. He brings in money, but like those movies were starting to peter off. How do we keep that character around? I think MCU will get to him eventually, because obviously the symbiote was left. That could be in Secret Wars, who knows? But I don't think it's in this movie, even though the actor of Scorpion did post a picture of Scorpion with Venom together on his Instagram. So there's a lot of people buzzing right now. And at one point, Scorpion does get the symbiote, but I think that Venom's still a brand, so do the animated stuff, and I think there's tons of potential there. So
Does Disney just tell their actors like, hey, just post random shit to fuck with the fans and the community, just get people's saucing up,
I think sometimes yes, but like the odd time, like when Jamie Foxx posts all the 3 Spider-Men, I don't think that, but. Well, we'll take our second ad break, and we'll be back with some Star Wars.
Gotta play
And
the
we're
cat.
back. I tried to, but they paused.
You did
there.
good. You did good.
The patio pods have some issues sometimes, That's why I don't do them all the time. But I forgot to say there were some Patreon questions, so we'll actually talk about them right now. So Kirkland, don't write that cutout for Star Wars right now. It's coming in soon. We had, what was the other one that was not? Oh, right. We had the one from Tyler. He should have put that in the beginning, but he asked if, where was it here? Let's see, which I didn't know was on Amazon. He said, what are the chances we get a War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube review? Personally, I'm dying to see why it's a new record of 0% Rotten Tomatoes. Hey, Tyler, if, stretch goal, if we can get to that, the hour and a half mark on our stretch goal and the patrons can pick a movie, you can put that movie in there and we'll do a movie night. We'll do a watch along. You can join us for that. So there is a chance. There is a chance if you guys pick up, because I think what I've heard is that'd be a fun movie to watch. So I would not be opposed to doing a movie night, because I've heard it's just all tiers a little awful. So maybe in the future it could happen, but I had not,
Is that like a Tom Cruise War of the Worlds scenario?
No.
What is this?
I think the whole movie takes place of like it's like, how we're looked like right now. The whole movie is like Ice Cube on a screen, like screen sharing and like doing stuff. I think he's like a emergency operator or something. Like, don't even look at a trailer, because in
That
case you
sounds
watch
awful.
it, but yeah, but it's 0%. But it is like, I think all these different crises going around the world happening, and he's like trying to be like, get to this room or get to that, and yeah, apparently it's
That
not.
sounds like How can we film the lowest budget
Yeah,
movie
absolutely.
of all time?
People say it feels like a movie that happened, like came on COVID, but just came out now, like one of those where it's like, oh, let's
Okay,
try this
nice.
out. But yeah, 0% on
enjoyable.
Rotten Tomatoes, so maybe it'll happen. So, and then the other question was Superman Mike. We've been talking a lot about this with Spider-Man and box office, etc. He said he posted a poll about this in Discord, but would love to hear the crew's thoughts. With Doomsday and Dune Part 3 currently sharing the same release date of December 18th, do you think they'll both stay and hope for the Barbenheimer effect, or will one of them move? He said, let's face it, Dune gets scared off to a new date. So, yeah, what do we think's happening? Because that is still happening.
What else is that month? What else is?
I will
kicking?
pull up for you. I'm pretty sure Shrek is coming out that month as well. Oh,
Okay.
actually, it's a loaded one. So you got this is Big Violent Night 2, and then December 11th though you got Jumanji 3. December 18th you have Avengers Doomsday, Dune Part 3, and Ice Age 6, and then December 25th you have Shrek 5 and Werewolf. So you got
Dune.
a lot.
Dune's got to go. What, the other Dunes came out in like November, right? Or when did those come out?
No, one's November, one was in March. So it's all over the place right now. So
They should do that. Move it up or move it back.
especially like I don't know how like this is firstshowing.com. I don't know if this is updated, but it says December 18th. This is IMAX Doomsday plus Avengers Doomsday plus IMAX. If Doom Part 3 can't have IMAX screens for even a week, there's no way it's going on the 18th. It'll go early. Like, to me, you put that on December 4th with Violent Night 2. Like, sorry, Violent Night. Like, definitely Violent Night. Not saying that's a good time to cash in. Christmas movie, David Harbour, people like that first one. But I'm just saying, like, and those are two different vibes, too. I feel like big action epic sci-fi, or like, oh, just let's go have a fun time, watch Santa beat some people up, where I don't think don't get me wrong, Dune and Avengers will not be comparable visuals wise. I'm very worried for the visuals of Avengers Doomsday with it being such a, even Spider-Man, like that movie's coming on July and it's shooting now. It's got 11 months. It's going to we're looking not too good.
That's why they're making him swing in real life.
Yeah. Sorry, Tom, we don't got the time this time. It's not even a director's choice. They're like, no, you got to do it practical. But yeah, I just think Dune moved to Violent Night. Like, so yeah, I think Dune moves a week or two ahead because even
Mark
the week
Ruffalo
before,
just like painted green in this one instead of using CGI.
they're like, you seen Hugh? You got to buff out like that. Even the week before, like Jumanji 3, like Jumanji and Dune are different crowds as well too. Like and
I think Dune's in its own little niche there, but
Yeah.
I think there's just enough swirling around that you got to ditch.
would you, any percent of you, leave it to a chance of getting a Barbenheimer, Dylan?
If I were Denis, no.
Yeah. Okay.
If I were Denis, I'd be out. I'd be jettisoned out of there.
A Dunes Day. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Got a
just
little
'cause
ring
it
to
sounds
it.
nice to say. It doesn't mean people are gonna buy 2 tickets.
Jumanji sweep. I suppose get there's no Jumanji, Dune, Dune, and even Shrek. Shrek 5. Like, hear me out. I think there is a reality
Busy
where
month for Zendaya. She's in Shrek, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and maybe in
Might be in
Avengers and in
Avengers.
Dune too. Yeah.
Oh my
Don't get
God.
me wrong. I think there's a multiverse where Shrek's the biggest movie that month. Because I think Shrek 5 is going to do
I think you're right.
gangbusters. I
What
think.
did the
Possible.
last ones do? Like 4.
Well, not
I
the
thought
greatest,
they were
but
like, whoa.
like I just feel
Not
like
in a good way.
no, you're right.
Sound effect.
Because I think Shrek 2 held the record for like biggest anime film, and then they did start to drop. I just feel like with Shrek, it's been a while. Like when did Shrek 4? I just feel
fever.
like, yeah, like
Been a while.
It'd be like 2014,
2010. So it's gonna
Holy
be 16
shit.
years. There's a whole my kids love Shrek. Like I feel like that has that what.
The Shrek
Didn't-
memes have like just outlasted life itself too.
Well, and like look at this for example. We talked about this recently. Like, let me just pull it up. The Lilo and Stitch animated film. I'll pull up like let me get the box off here. It's not like a crazy. Yeah. So back in the day, it made $273 million. Lilo and Stitch. Where now it's $1 billion movie. I feel like Shrek can have that same thing where it's a new Shrek, new audience, and it's that whole thing where we grow up with it, me and Taylor, and now our kids, like you have like 3 tickets sold right there of like parents and a kid, and then obviously myself, like 10 other tickets, right? So like I just feel like Shrek 5, or I do think Avengers is still hitting $1 billion. I just think Shrek could just even still be
You're
bigger.
gonna spend like $600 on movie tickets. Though.
Yeah, I won't have. Yeah,
No, Taylor's gonna
Popcorns for
keep
everyone.
grinding those fucking radio shows. He's gonna be
Oh, yeah.
talking
Need more
about his
phone
Shrek
numbers.
tickets.
yeah. Well, I got to take the kids all to Dune, right? So they're gonna,
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. But all those movies, I don't know about. I don't think Ice Age. Ice Age is another one that should move. I feel like there's a lot of people like myself. It's like Ice Age or Shrek 5 next week. We're gonna wait.
Have you guys
and-
ever seen an Ice Age in theaters?
Yeah,
Yes.
3 of them.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I loved those
At
movies
least
back in the day.
2, maybe
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ice Age is. I feel like I'm just surprised it's still happening, but
Yeah, I feel like the last Ice Age when they bought them, they did like a straight to Disney Plus release, and I feel like you broke the bank on that. Like I don't think people are gonna go pay to see that now, but I could be wrong. Especially with Shrek on the corner. But
Oh, yeah.
Taylor Kirkland, you getting Doomsday or are they moving? What's happening?
I kind of like the name of that. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's got to move, even though I do like the name.
They only switched into 2 awful sequels like Shrek, though. I don't think that matters. You know, like they had some bad straight to DVD stuff.
2
like,
awful sequels. Is he talking about 4 and
3 and 4.
I wouldn't
yeah.
say about 3. 4, I can give you Shrek
3
Forever.
3 had some good stuff.
Yeah,
Is it
3,
the Humpty Dumpty one?
That's 4.
Rumpelstiltskin is 4.
Yeah, that's not. That's a whole what if, and it's like, what if I didn't meet Fiona and have kids?
Oh
but
yeah, fuck that.
3
movie.
has Prince Charming taking over, and you got like Rapunzel being the bad person. Like,
Oh yeah. okay.
yeah, I like some stuff in there, you know. And
That's fair.
don't put some boots in Donkey. They like switch bodies. I thought that was a good gimmick
Yeah,
too.
you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't think Barbenheimer was a good idea at the time, which in hindsight that was a pretty idiotic view. But it's just 2 very different projects where I feel like Dune and Doomsday is like different but like similar.
there's a Venn diagram somewhere in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, absolutely. I feel like both I don't know. I every like pitch I make in my head, it's like, well, Barbenheimer did it, and you know it crosses all those boxes that you're trying to like give reasoning on why it wouldn't work.
Yeah. Like you said, though, different movies, though, right? Like
yeah.
Oscar, dry drama, and then like the fun. It was a good pick me up, and even then, like Dune Part 2, 715, really good in post COVID, but like that's not pulling Avengers numbers. Like I think
Maybe,
the Venn diagram, you know.
Maybe lightning doesn't strike twice. Also, you know, with the double Billy on a same
Yeah.
day. But I hope nothing but the best for both projects. That month it's pretty. I feel like a lot of projects kind of have to do some shifting around in that month. It's a little populated, and for myself, like of course for podcast movies, I'll be watching them. But like December, I'm not itching to go out and see stuff. You know, like I want to be with family, not be working, and just chilling with my time off.
Well,
But,
really, are we like? Well, I guess fucking Eggers and his Christmas releases. It worked for Nosferatu, so it's fine. But it's just like
I was there for
goddamn.
that one.
Yeah, I'm hoping this year I'll hope be like, I guess Werewolf will be there, Dune and Doomsday, Shrek 5. Someone will be there for. Is that a review? Say GeekVerse review.
I could see that being a GeekVerse review. I'm really stoked for that.
Yeah. I'm not doing Jumanji 3, Ice Age 6, or Violent Night, so I'm out on those.
I'm not doing those ones either.
No. November we got
for
Hunger
Avengers.
Games. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing Meet the. I'm not doing Meet
Interesting.
the.
Hunger Games.
Nope.
That's another
Yeah.
prequel with young
Yeah.
Haymitch. Ooh.
You got me.
Okay, guy, you're not swindling me with that.
Young
Silver tongue of
Hamish.
yours. Yeah.
And then Meet the Parents 4, which I'll happily catch on VOD. The only one I'm semi-curious is Narnia, November 26th, because that's Greta Gerwig, and I'm very curious how that's going to go. So I think that could be a big event thing. So
Did Meet the Parents like same cast? No.
yeah, and this time, so
Oh.
have you heard the quick pitch? It's Ariana Grande is the main character. It's called
there you go.
Fokker-in-Law. So she... Young Hamish. it's like that type of pitch. She's the Ben Stiller this go around. So you know how Ben Stiller meets De Niro and it's all nervous. It's her and fucking the guy that plays Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen's Ben Stiller's son.
Nice.
And she's meeting them and they all hate her, so she has to win them over. Which I know. I think Mike was for it. I'm very surprised what she did after Wicked. I thought she had a lot of heat, and just to do a Meet the Parents sequel. I don't know. I guess she wants to do it, but I just feel like that's
People didn't like her in Wicked? Is that what it was?
No, they love her. She got Oscar nominated. Like I thought she
Atta
could
girl.
have the pick of the litter to do a bunch of stuff, and I just thought like, oh, like the fourth Meet the Parents movie. Like, all
Big
right,
fan.
Yeah, maybe, right? It's like Margot Qualley and fucking Happy Gilmore. She just did because she loves the first one. It's like, I don't like that you did this, but, fair enough. And
I feel
Superman
like
Mike is right. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say really quickly. Every time somebody talks about Happy Gilmore 2, they mention someone that I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know that person was in that movie. It just sounds like a fucking pinata of actors and famous people in that movie.
it is.
It's like our GeekVerse list, pretty much. Like, those people are in there. Like, Hidalgo with his horse rides by at one point. Typical. Superman Mike says, plus, there could be 3 hour movies. That's a long marathon. Yeah, we'd have, I, as a reviewer, hope, Barbenheimer was even an issue, but as the podcast, I hope that doesn't happen because obviously we pick Avengers to go first, but still just like messes with algorithms that have 2 of those episodes back. It's just kind of a mess, like even like in November we got Predator and Running Man, which is like, okay, that's not as bad, but like I don't really want to juggle that with the podcast. So Taylor?
Oh, I think Dune's gonna have to move. Even though
Young
I love that
Hamfish?
name. I think Dune's gotta go. People are, Christmas time, you got your family, you're going to probably only be going to see one movie, not be always going to the movies when you got people from out of town, all that kind of stuff. And I feel like you're going to bring the kids to see Doomsday, not Dune, unfortunately. So, yeah, I think it's
Or
happen.
Jumanji Sweep.
Jumanji Sweep. Yeah, I think Jumanji definitely sticks in
Or
there
Shrek.
as a
Remember
family movie.
Shrek?
Shrek
That's
is
why I
a
got my money
very
on
big
Shrek.
one.
Yes, like again, even if Doomsday is like looking really dark and Downey's fucking, I don't know, killing Hank Pym's wife and whatever, Janet, I think her name was, I don't remember her name. If he's killing,
right.
who else he's killing Rhodey for sure. Like, Shrek's the easy going. It's gonna be a good time.
No one cares if those people die.
Yeah, I think you're right. Shrek definitely has a strong foundation with its release because it's got 15 years at least since we've seen the last one currently, and I mean it's got all these original
16.
voice actors coming back. Well, 15
He
years
said
at least
15
right
years
now.
At least, he said.
At least 15, yeah.
He said at least.
16 when we get there.
But yeah, I just think that it's gonna really capture the nostalgia. And you're right. You got people that grew up with it, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, let's bring our kids to see this." Ice Age is hooped. That's hooped.
They should push that into 2027. I don't know why they're. This is like Feige and
Is
company
that
being
a
like,
Christmas vibe though? People are like, I'm seeing a lot of ice right now, so I'm
No.
excited to get my ice
No.
age on.
yeah, Ray Romano's not pulling that. I love Ray, but it's not gonna happen. But all right, let's talk some Star Wars before we continue on. I wish for the GV 10-year edit I had the young Hamish line, but maybe for
not
the
too late.
GV20.
It's not too
Oh,
late.
young Hamish, just like that's what got him over. Star Wars will hit these a bit more quicker because as usual. Matt Smith has been cast as the villain in Starfighter, so obviously it's a Ryan Gosling movie with Sean Levy directing and Mia Goth in that. So you got that going on. I don't know what you laughing about, Dylan. What's going on over
Just
there?
every time Starfighter is in our notes, it's always misspelled, and so this time it says Matt Smith cast as villain in
In
Straighter.
Straighter. Oh no! I think that's an Apple thing. I'm.
The last time it happened, I didn't know what you were talking about. This time, I at least knew what you were talking
Straighter.
about.
I'll have to change that in the notes after. And then also there's some plans for, because remember they announced they're like, oh, they're doing that trilogy and they wouldn't commit if it's like episode 10 or whatnot. But anyways, they're saying the post episode 9 plans, because the plan is Mando's coming out in Starfighter. They also announced that in, I think it's May. No, I think it's March. Anyways, for because in 2027 apparently they're doing like a whole year of a bunch of Star Wars stuff. Star Wars 50, so they're going to release in a bunch of content. They're putting A New Hope back in theaters, but apparently the plan is just that whole year is just to go really hard on it and the movies. But then I guess their plans for whether it's this trilogy, the movies after, is it's going to be similar to the Mandoverse with multiple stories, which, all right, sure. The first story will be the Daisy Ridley's New Jedi one. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's see if that actually happens. And then it'll build toward a culminating event that brings old characters back. So again, it's just like, is that just a trilogy again where it's like we cap it off with them back? Or is it an Infinity War Endgame where it's like, we're getting Poe and whatever? So, Dylan, I'm going to throw it to you. I just saw you shake your head in the sky.
It's this is all a sure Jan situation. I'm just, I know my job is to be here to talk about this stuff, to try and make it interesting for the viewers, but this is just like fucking Chat GPT, fucking word salad.
It's a B tier.
nonsense.
It's B tier.
No,
B tier
this
report.
is F tier. This means absolutely nothing.
Demoted. C+.
We've talked about these exact same projects multiple times. Like this, I could not care less about this, and I can't even pretend to care anymore. I'm just so burnt out by this. So I'm just gonna blow right past it. I'm not gonna waste my time thinking about it. Matt Smith, though, I had the same reaction as Taylor did in Discord today, where he just put the Morbius gif of him doing his little dance there, and like,
I like sex. I like sex. Yeah.
I just that's what I think Matt Smith villain. That's what I think of now. So hopefully it's different than that. I guess I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
But I think he's good. He kind of looks like your favorite guy there, Travis. Domhnall Gleeson, right? He was in whatever the other Star Wars.
He was
movie is.
he was a Hux. Yeah. You think he looks like him?
I think Matt Smith and him have a similar energy. Yeah.
No Haymitch. No Haymitch, though.
No, young. He should play young Hamish.
I don't know this Hamish thing.
Matt
I can't
Smith.
react to that. But
you what do you mean you don't know young Hamish?
I don't know this reference of this young.
Yeah,
Hamish
you do.
line.
You do. Okay, so you know Hunger Games, right?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you've watched them before. Who's Hamish?
I don't remember who. Hamish
Okay,
is.
that's Woody Harrelson's character.
Okay.
So the next Hunger Games movie is all about young Hamish. That's what they're doing. That's the next one. It's a
Is
prequel
it
about.
Haymitch?
I don't
or
know. I don't
Mitch?
fucking care. I don't
Okay.
care what it is. It's
the
not
way
that
you're saying
important.
this is like it's like a line of dialogue that was spoken in.
Hey,
a movie.
Mitch.
That's what I thought.
Hey Mitch.
Mitch.
Like
Hey,
Hey
Mitch.
Jude.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey
Hey,
Mitch. It's not. There's no way it's pronounced that way. Hey Mitch.
They call him Hamish.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was, don't gaslight me.
I need subtitles on you, motherfucker. You're pulling a quick one on us.
That's what I was saying. And then you pulled that, like, you brought that up here. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. They get
Angles
it.
too
Yeah.
are insane.
Oh, man. Yeah, so, like, Hamish, by the way. I think I'm the only thing. Matt Smith's great. It's the only thing that disappoints me. I ranted about in the first 5 years of GeekVerse, and now we're just there because they just worry Star Wars is going to bomb all the time. I just hate that. It's like Ryan Gosling, Mia Goth, Matt Smith. They're all just like recognizable faces. Everyone knows. I like my Star Wars. I thought Force Awakens was the right amount. Like Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac had been in a few things. Same thing with Finn, not Finn. God, what's his name? John Boyega. Like to me, that was the right amount. You get some stars in there, but they're always not massive stars. Like Ryan Gosling stars already feels like I don't know. It's not the type I like. So I'm hoping this is a good movie. We'll see. And the rest of these plans, I don't know. I don't like. Obviously, Dylan's right that bunch of stuff could not be true. But let's say it is. I don't actually really want them to be doing that right now. I just want them just go do one Rey movie and then go from there. Like I feel like, granted, that was the issue with the sequel trilogy, right? That they didn't have a plan and they just changed it up. But I'm just saying, like, don't even go that far right now. Like, just get some wins under your belt and be like, hey, you know what? Now let's do a big event. So it's just like a cart before the horse. But at the same time, like I said, that did cause some issues last time. I think right now it's almost like they're retroactively trying to fix what they did, but it's like Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise, like they're already out. Like you can't now be like, well, this time we're gonna plan. It's like, sure, but you kind of bungled on the big characters like Luke, Han, Leia, and then the new ones you introduced, Kylo as well. Like that's it. You can't go back unless you just reboot or remake, which I said they should probably just do in 10 or 15 years because I feel like they're getting themselves kind of shoehorned, but we'll see. So I hope that's not the case. Like just make a movie of Rey with some Jedi teaching them and go from there. If Oscar Isaac and John Boyega want to come back, great. If they don't, create some new characters, get some other actors. That'd be fine. I don't need a big event and let Mando do that. We don't even know if that's going to work with Mando. It's just like, I don't know. Especially, it's just, even MCU has a lot of problems, but like even the connected universe isn't like a surefire bet to make your things work, right? So we'll see. But yeah, just give me the Rey movie. Just give me Daisy Ridley as Rey. I hope that happens. So, Kirkland?
Yeah. I just feel like we're going with circles with the Starfighter stuff and Star Wars news.
Well, that's actually
and shit.
progressing though, Starfighter at least, right?
Is it? Have I seen trailer?
No,
movie,
but like at least
anything about it?
But at least all these
Post
other movies
episode 9.
all these other movies, Ryan Johnson, James Mangold, Taika, none of them had a cast, right?
See-
That's what I'm saying. There's at least that. I'm with you that once it's on set, yes, but at least there's other actors and there's like a cinematographer. Like they've hired people for this movie that aren't just the director, you know?
See, but like this is where I'm at. That like you're correct. You're giving me a true fact that like we are in a different stage of getting info on a project that was announced like forever ago. But it still does nothing to me because it's like I just don't have any faith that this will come to fruition.
Really? Even Starfire, you don't think's happening?
I think it's
I'll pizza bet you that.
I'm not taking that because it's probably true, but like what like my barometer isn't changing. Like nothing in me is getting me excited by this news of like,
That's not what I'm
man,
pizza betting.
we have an absolute fantastic actor, like top tier actor who we know can play just stellar villains, whether it's House of the Dragons. Probably the best part about the Morbius movie is just his performance. His performance in what was it, Last Night in Soho. Loved his character. Like I should be getting juiced on like, holy fuck, Star Wars, Matt Smith, let's go. And I feel nothing on this news because it's like until I actually see a trailer for it and can judge it and be like, man, we're cooking. We're entering a new era of Star Wars. Nothing. Fucking nothing.
I respect that.
Okay. Again, I can't pizza bet in your excitement, but I was just pizza betting on that.
No, you got to now. You got to.
Will you be excited? The whole time he's actually excited. No, I'm not excited. Not me. This ain't no young Hamish project.
That's just like, no.
Yeah.
Looking like Punisher in the street.
Not me. Not excited.
Also, didn't mention it, but man, his clothes were so fucking clean. They look like they were just bought off of the store and he
Back
walked
to
out.
Punisher.
Back to
okay.
Punisher.
Circle back to him.
Circle back to that.
Taylor. Check out Cantina
Okay.
Conversations. We just recorded an episode of that. That was the last spin-off show to push in the feed. Every spin-off show that we've done is out there. So if you like what we've done in GeekVerse, go check it all out. You know.
Yeah. Shout out to Cantina. Post episode 9 plans. It's interesting and it's scary. I feel like that Disney could have done a much better job again at just owning up to that sequel trilogy, and I feel like it's always been so murky. And
Define owning up. I want to know what you. I don't want to know what you.
owning up and not
classify
just
that as.
hiding it, sleeping under the rug. They were hard. I feel like it was a long time before we got new Lego sets. For that, it was a long time since
This
we
is
got
why
like
I asked the question. This is why I asked
video game adaptations focusing on that era and those characters. Just they should have done more to.
It was on
embrace
fire
it.
though. They wanted to move away from it. People were mad about it, so they said, "Look at Mandalorian. Look at Mandalorian." That's what they were doing.
Yeah, and that's just own up. Be like, no, we put a lot of heart and soul in this project. The actors did a great job, and just own up to it. People hate it, then whatever. That's on people. But I think
Wait,
if they
you're
focused-
wanting them to assert that they think it's a good trilogy? Is
I
that
want
what you're
them to assert that they have that respect for the people that came to play these characters and not just shaft those characters and their project kind of out to the side. I think that those they took time. Yes, they got a paycheck, but I think when you have John Boyega, Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, and they came to play these characters, I think they weren't just phoning it in. Like they were actually trying their best, even though they did get mediocre scripts and the story overall was very much like kind of sideways and whatnot. They still tried, and then just to have those representations be shafted or put to the side and not I see it as not necessarily defended as well as it could be. That's what I mean when I say owned up to it. Then I feel like that just sucks because it's shitty for them, and I wish that they had a little bit more. That's why when it's like, hey, we're gonna give you a Rey movie, I thought that's fantastic. That's them embracing that character and running with it a bit more. And so when it kind of hits that murky seas, it makes me upset because I feel like Disney needs to grow up a bit more and really work with that. So
I'm with you on that. They should have, even if they thought it was iffy, they should have just protruded success. Just go with it, because you have those people that and again, eventually it'll be like the prequels, where the prequels got shit on. I'm not saying they end up being great movies, but the people that grew up with them, there's a big fan base there, and I guarantee the sequel trilogy will have a big fan base. Well, it already did. All those films made $1 billion. To me, it would have been different. Sorry, Taylor, if Rise of Skywalker had a solo effect where it's like, man, this thing plummeted. But it's like Rise of Skywalker still made $1 billion, which nowadays is like super hard to do. So it's like clearly enough people like these things to still come out and see them in droves. And the fact that they kind of backed away a little bit from it, just like, I don't know, they should have. It was tough because it felt like when they first got Star Wars, they put down the Lucas stuff of well, let's make our own characters and really prop that up. And then they did a reverse, well, let's hide those characters for a bit and really focus on those original characters. It's just like, do it all. Like, you have it, like, you own it all. Like, someone out there like myself, like, he's not my favorite, but like Kylo Ren's number 2 for me. So it's like, it's gonna eat up this or that, whether it's a movie, animated show, etc. But it's like same thing. What do we have for an animated show coming out again? Well, here's the Darth Maul Chronicles. It's like, we've seen enough of Darth Maul. Like, why are we here again? Like, you have like all these characters that, like, again, we have so much time in between episode 6 and 7. We know so little of it, but
Yeah.
I digress.
Yeah. So again, the one note here, first story would be Daisy Ridley's New Jedi Order. I really like that. That's just amazing to hear, and I hope that that's what comes to light. I really, really do. Similar to the Mandoverse, multiple stories and whatnot, I think that it's a sandbox. So let's just start doing it. We don't have to focus on just the Skywalkers and everything like that. Like, there's so many planets and stories that they can dive into. So that just is music to my ears. Building towards a culminating event, that's kind of just like Avengers style, and I'm down for that. That's kind of, as long as it's done properly and they establish themselves and they're not falling apart like back when we're like going to get like Rangers of the New Republic, and then that whole thing got scrapped, and we're getting like all these other shows and whatnot. Things just kind of changed. I hope that they just keep things concise and narrative focused and whatnot. But everything post episode 9, I am so excited for. I think that's a really, really awesome idea, and that's just like, let's keep this galaxy narrative moving forward. There's still a lot that they can tap into and pull in from Legends if they want. Now Starfighter, I'm excited for, and I feel like Disney really wants to put out a movie focused on starfighters, Jedi ship, or Star Wars ships, because
Jedi shit.
Jedi
They want
ships.
some really Jedi shit out there.
That's where my mind is. But no, the last one that they shelved was Rogue Squadron with, why can't I remember her name? Wonder Woman director.
Patty Jenkins.
Thank you, Patty Jenkins.
Rogue
Yeah,
Squadron.
they did that whole like sizzle reel thing, showing like the guy wearing the rebel pilot suit walking around and just talking about pilots, and she was talking about, did she talk about her dad was a pilot in World War II or something like that, just this whole thing, and then it's just
I don't know
shelved.
about war, but yeah.
So now that here we are, they're trying it again without her and without Rogue Squadron. They're doing Starfighter, and the idea that Matt Smith is casted as the villain. Now I wanted to just cast it, not as the villain. Just casted?
No, it's just cast. The word's just cast. Cast is the
What's
villain.
wrong with casted?
Casted is like fishing.
Casted into the fires.
Yeah, casted on fire. Yeah, this cat. You just like.
He
I've
says
been cast.
casted into the fires, or he says cast
No.
it?
I don't know about
Cast.
that, but I know Matt Smith was cast in
And it's also not
Starfighter.
casted your line. It's you cast your line.
Cussed.
Really?
It's cussed. You
No,
cussed.
it's casted your line. That's the difference.
You
So
are.
we're already running long. You don't need to search it up. You just got to
I
believe.
also
us.
just realized your background is no longer a sunset. I feel like I've just been staring into your eyes and not the background behind
This is
you.
where like a face just
Yeah.
kind of
Oh, yeah.
floats in behind him, or a pair of feet.
Young
drop from the
Hamish.
ceiling.
Or he
Young
just
Hamish.
gets like sucked away into the distance.
Tony Collette just flying through this.
Yeah, definitely.
So Matt Smith being in this movie. Now, do you remember in 2019 the rumors circulating of a young Palpatine Matt Smith rumor?
He was cast as that. Yeah.
Whoa.
He wasn't
his redemption.
He wasn't cast officially.
That okay, officially no, but everybody like
Everyone
top tier
fan
reporters,
cast him.
no, top tier reporters are all like, that's who he's playing. And I think they just fucking freaked out because they're like, people aren't gonna like that, so just get Ian back.
Do you think maybe they were working on another Star Wars project and he wasn't it wasn't tied to Episode 9? Maybe it was tied to something post Episode 9 that they were playing with, but obviously COVID happened, everything, so they put the brakes on
as
it.
Palpatine?
As a young Palpatine, and now
No.
here we go. Now they're thinking, hey, Matt Smith, COVID.
No,
Yeah,
they weren't
few
even
years ago,
planning
let's do it.
episodes 8 and 9. They weren't planning what was going to happen after that. But you just said they like were scared of the sequel trilogy. We're getting a sequel trilogy fault possibly in 2027. That would be 12 years after Force Awakens. No, I don't think they had any plans for him. I think they just wanted young Palpatine, and then they're like, the fans will be mad. Go with Ian, which I don't think is I think that was the right move. I think he'd be great if you were to do a prequel. But no, I don't think that was happening. So redemption for him. He finally gets to
Gets to be a Star Wars
That
movie.
is a fun
yeah.
full circle moment.
Yeah. Watch him get cut. All right, let's take our last ad break, and we'll be right back with some trailers. And we are back. All right, just gonna rapid fire throw these all at you. And so talk about ones you've seen. Whatever. Peacemaker season 2, Rental Family, Shelby Oaks, Him, Conjuring Last Rites, Cold Storage. There was what was the 2 Clay put in there? Train Dreams, and then
Highest to lowest.
Highest to lowest. Yeah, Dylan, go on whatever you want to say with these trailers.
Okay, Cold Storage. I think this looks like it could be fun. The visuals are kind of wild, but it's like a zombie-esque thing. This is the one with Stranger Things guy,
Joe
right?
Keery.
Yeah.
And Barbarian Girl, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Which I haven't seen her in anything, so that's exciting for me. I think that's a fun duo.
You have seen her one thing. She is in before Barbarian, a Black Mirror episode. She's in Hang the DJ, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
true. That is true.
Great
And I'm
episode.
wrong.
No
But yeah, I think this looks like it could be a fun time. I like zombie-ish things, weird things. A lot of green goo in this movie. Maybe too much
Yeah.
green goo, if you ask me. But that one looks interesting, so I'm into that. The rest of these, is this the second trailer? Because I definitely remember talking about this movie, but
I think there was just a teaser
we just had
before,
the
like
premise or something.
yeah, I think it was like a not concept
Okay.
trailer because they made it, but I think it was like a minute, like kind of showing some stuff off. So
Yeah, I'm really curious to hear the impressions of this one when it's out and people in the Discord are seeing it, because it could have potential, but could also be kind of bad. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting on that one. Train Dreams, that's the one with Joel Edgerton, right? I feel like I
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
seen Edgerton in a while.
yeah, he did like a boat movie last year, but
Yeah, and I'm not big into boat movies usually.
That's so him.
he was yeah, it was George Clooney directed it, and it's like they're a boat
He's
racing
the guy's
team.
guy. He's doing boat
Yeah.
movies.
Has Clooney directed a lot of things?
I think he's like directed like at least 4 films. So
Never
like,
heard of him.
like Thank You for
Couldn't have been that good.
Smoking, Ides of March,
Oh,
the
okay.
boat movie, some other stuff. But yeah, he directs. There's that fucking movie too. He directed with John Krasinski, where it's like the old football, and like they have like the helmets and the poster. Like it's very, like other than Ides of March, like you'd probably it's like
I
Rounder,
think it's
not
called Him,
Rounders.
right?
No, yeah, that's George Clooney directed him. No,
Through
like
Monkey Paw.
yeah, just the stuff that Clooney does is not usually up my. I loved Ides of March, but like
Ides
it's
of
not.
March, yeah.
Yeah, it's not really up my bag. Like he's very old timey, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Busy making espresso commercials.
yeah, but I love George, you know.
Yeah, I think that movie looks really good though. And Egerton, it said like he's given the performance of a lifetime or something there. One of those
Awesome.
things, one of those shots.
Anytime he's in a project, I swear to God, that's on a trailer. It's like best performance of his
because
life.
he's
Did you
always
get
on the up and up. It's always he's always doing his best.
He's
and
all
he
rise.
does himself every time.
Did you get that on Obi-Wan season 2, Kirkland? I don't remember seeing.
I don't remember seeing him in a trailer.
Wait,
he's
he
in
came
there.
back as Uncle Owen.
He did, yeah. He had a whole like art too. Like they gave him good drama scenes. Like
That's
you stay the fuck away from Luke and
And
stuff.
was
Like
Shmi
yeah.
in there too, or
No, she's dead. Remember?
well, I don't know
Sad
the
people.
timeline of any of these. Shows.
So
Could be a
this
prequel.
is after Luke is born. So this is the part where Anakin's already been Darth Vader. Shmi's dead. So it's like
my
Luke
brain
is like
can't handle this.
'Kay.
Let's forget about it. Forget
Yeah.
it. That's cool that he came back. Highest to lowest, I think, also looks pretty good. I really like the cast of that one. So I could see myself checking that one out. But I'm gonna be honest, the rest of these, it was Dud City, I think, over
Oh,
here.
Dud
So I didn't
City.
watch Peacemakers. I haven't seen that show.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Kirkland.
Yeah, I'll start where I want to start, which would be
Young Hamish.
with Peacemaker season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Man, was I not super impressed with this trailer. I
Oh,
feel like
really?
I feel like we talked about just the dimensional stuff of what's going on, and then like to actually see it on screen, it was just like, I don't know about this, but the humor of, of Peacemaker is fantastic, and it really worked for me. So I think it'll be one of those things once we get going. I will start enjoying it a lot more. But yeah, just the whole premise and plot of what is shown here deterred me in ways that is hard to really explain. Because
God damn.
I don't know, maybe it's fatigue of multiversal stuff. Who knows? Who knows what it is? But I'm still gonna watch it. Still gonna review it. Still hopefully gonna have a good time. What was the quote? It's like James Gunn. This is like his best music, his favorite music he's ever had.
It's always
just someone that
James'
someone that's
best
promoting his
project
next
yet.
project. That's something that he would say.
It's
John
always
Cena's
James...
given the performance of his lifetime.
A performance
Joel Egerton
only
is
second to Joel
jealous.
Edgerton.
And don't get me wrong, he's a steerhead, but man, just James Gunn just becomes such the spin master. My God, like just everything out of his mouth.
Well, no,
is
he
just
can't
so-
use spin because that's Marvel.
Sure, yeah, he's such he's some sort of master, but yeah, there was some
Yeah. So yeah, waiting for that one. Rental Family. This just like was tugging at some heartstrings. I feel like Brendan Fraser. I feel like this is just like the era. I didn't watch Whale, but I'm assuming that's like a
Come
tearjerker.
yeah, it's phenomenal. Get on watching Whale.
Got to be in a mood for those types of movies.
I'll watch it with you, Kurt.
This looks just like it's a tearjerker,
I'll
and
join
like
you guys. I'll hop on the couch with you.
Yeah, you guys should do a Patreon movie night. Watch the
along with
fucking Whale together. It's
we'll finish with
super
Hey Mitch.
different.
We'll finish with some
Performance
fucking
of a
Hunger
lifetime,
Games.
right?
It won him an Oscar, so absolute. That is a performance of a lifetime. He's phenomenal in that movie, man.
Just like the scene when he I really like the setup of the trailer when he's just doing the commercials and everything. But like the scene when he like first interacts with the girl, I'm like, oh my God, this is just gonna be a water worker type film. So I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
Up in the
Again,
porn
I'm gonna have
category.
to be in a mood for that, so I'm not gonna seek out this one. But
You love Brendan Fraser, but man, you're not seeking out anything this guy's doing.
I like the old Brendan Fraser, you know, and the Mummy and the Looney Tunes
Wow.
Unleashed. Shouts out to that
Oh,
movie.
Awful movie.
Haven't seen it in a long time, so you're probably right on that one.
I knew back
Moving
then.
on. Shelby Oaks. This one was pretty fucking weird and just unsettling. So definitely, I thought was a good trailer, like setting up of just this mystery. There's something with like a setup of, okay, this town is fucked up and everybody is going missing or murdering or getting murdered in this. They see a tape and it's like this person just shot themselves and they're holding the tapes. Like, don't ever fucking read that or like watch it. The
But
the
here it
ring,
is.
yeah, the ring type concept where it's like, why would you even do that?
Yeah.
But then like just the idea of like a family member being that draw, I feel like that is
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, I'll give it a pass because I can actually see, you know, because I do have a sister and like if someone really close to me like that goes missing, that's a family member, like I'd probably go out of my way to fuck yeah.
Makes
So,
fun of us.
yeah, yeah. So I did like the setup of what this trailer was. It reminded me a little bit of Conjuring Last Rites in this.
Whoa. What are the odds?
It reminded you?
I'm just going horror themes right now, so that was a weak transition.
What the
But
fuck are you talking about?
for
man.
someone that has
Pokemon?
someone that has
Young
zero
Amish?
fucking attachments to this franchise anymore, like Conjuring, like this was a good trailer. This was like there
There
was
some good shots in there. They were
the
flexing a
mirror
bit in that.
room.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that was pretty good. So yeah, because I've just been so like distanced from the Conjuring franchise. Like, I guess minor spoilers. Like, how the fuck does these two like make it through all these adventures? Like, I imagine one
Well,
of
it's
them would.
fictional.
Are they anthology films?
Well,
Doesn't every Conjuring movie have these two in it? Fucking
Yeah, but they
what's his
just
face
beat
was
the
it?
ghost
Got
and then
the
go on to the
Punisher
next one.
Bulletproof vest.
They are-
That's every movie. They just beat
Yes.
the ghost.
They beat
Yeah.
the ghost. They're very. They
the
take
best of the
like the
best.
What type of
baseline.
fucking Scooby Doo franchise.
Oh,
is
it is.
this?
It is that.
So yeah, but in real life, none of this like happened to this amount. Like, there's no like Lorraine Warren was in the hallway being like, Ed, and there's fucking doors flying out. It's like
the
no,
cabinet up in the ceiling and he's singing his rights.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. But
No, no,
they
it's-
they emphasize it a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay.
I think the closest one to like is the first one, as far as like even they would say like
Yes.
to reports, and I think even that is made
Is
to
this
more
one actually
grandiose.
the
Right?
last one?
I think so. I think that's always the hook that they can say, well, this is based on a true story. Like this is the last case, but I think the last case is not where their fucking daughter's in a mirror room running for her life and everything. Like, maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe all this shit happened, but I don't think so. But I think the first one, because the first one, like either until the last act, it is pretty low key. It's usually like the usual like Exorcist, like there's a stench in the house, there's markings, there's a dead witch bear in the backyard. Like it's, but it, yeah, but it's not like this movie where there's a guy in the axe like, and he's like hitting the door and like.
I think the first one was when they approached the Warrens. I think that was the one that the story they wanted to tell. That was like their go-to
Yes.
that they wanted to do a movie for. So that one definitely holds like that like top tier out of all of them.
Okay. Cold Store. I don't know. I don't like gross movies, and I feel like this is gonna be a gross movie. A lot of bleh, and goo and head explosions and visual. Like
He's in another comedy role though. You know, spreading. That's his new
Deer in
gig.
an elevator.
yeah, fair. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna need a lot of persuading to get me into that one, but.
Okay.
And the last one that I was gonna mention, oh yeah, him. I mean, I'm just peaking on football, and man, what a crazy football type movie. And Marlon Wayans, I'm just like super pumped to see that performance. I feel like he's gonna be the highlight of this adventure. I didn't know anything about this like until this trailer, and what a ride of just like. Okay, yeah, this guy's gonna be the next NFL star, and then by the end you have like some fucking thing with horns hitting him from behind, and just descent into madness. So I am pretty intrigued by this one. I didn't see the date when it's
September.
been releasing. Yeah, okay. I'll look at the dates of what's going on around then to determine.
It's not on the
if I'm gonna be
calendar.
doing.
I'll say that. It's not
Okay,
on the calendar.
yeah, but
Yeah.
definitely I'm interested.
Smart release, like that's around when football
For sure.
starts, right? So if you're gonna get anybody, I don't think it's that for that crowd though. That's the thing where I think the Venn diagram of the NFL sitting on the couch with a beer and they see the trailer for him. I don't think, oh fuck, and like I think it's more like Kevin Costner's Draft Day or stuff or like The Longest Yard.
Right.
Like I don't think Jordan Peele's produced him, and that's no offense to the movie. I'm not trying to take your spot, but I just mean like this is like I think they're doing the smart thing. They're doing everything right, but it's just I don't think that I think this movie. I guess we'll eat it, but I think the budget's probably pretty small. This looked like a pretty fucking weird trailer. Even for me, who usually sees weird movies, I took the Dylan approach. Like I'm gonna wait to let other people see this. It almost looked like it was like too weird for the sake of being weird. Like we're gonna show a lot of really crazy shit in this trailer, and usually that sells me. But this almost made me think like, oh, like. Is there not any substance of the movie? And don't get me wrong, that if there's great visual stuff, that's cool, but I don't need to go to the theater for that. So that's why like this trailer, like at first I was in, but by the end I was like, oh, I don't know. It looked almost too music video-y in a bad way, you know?
You know what popped in my head while I was watching this, especially by the end, is like Spiderhead, and you and I did that review, and that was kind of disappointing. But just similar type of like weird stuff going on, and not having a full grasp of what that is. But yeah, I don't know. Last thing I'll say is in Clay's comment, highest to low. I thought it was like a Maddie ranking situation. I did watch the trailer, but it was just funny when I first read it. It's like, hey, he wants us to do Train Dreams and then rate them highest to lowest. Not a big fan of that title, but I think it's a Netflix movie, so we'll see.
It's Apple. The crazy thing is, this is the first trailer, and it's out next week. Crazy marketing skit. Yeah.
Wow.
That is
Apple
crazy.
gives no fucks. They're just like, it's gonna be on the because I think it's like August in theaters, September on their service.
I kind of forgot that Apple had a streaming service.
Yeah, which they shouldn't do that because like F1 is their movie, and F1 was a massive hit, $500 million. So it's like I feel like in the future they should start
Did you say?
$500 million. Sorry if I said million. They should take this stuff more seriously. I'm not saying this would blow out the box office, but that just feels like you're putting it out there to die. Oh, here's a trailer. It's out next week. Maybe that's their idea. It's like you don't forget about it and you really want to see it. It's like, hey, you can see this next week. And yeah, I will watch that movie, but I will watch that in September. It didn't look like amazing to me, but I like Spike Lee. So, yeah, I'll go. I said that about that. Yeah, him, like I said, I was in for a little bit. Shelby Oaks. I don't know. I'm pulling for this one. I will see this in theater. I'm supporting this. This is like the living the dream. This is a guy that started as a YouTube movie reviewer, and this is him partnered with Neon, partnered with Mike Flanagan, and he's getting the full big push. So like, that's the dream. So I'll see it. This trailer looked like it felt very similar to if this was called the Blair Witch Project and it was a remake, I'd say, oh yeah, that seems to track. And I have heard from the festival's good things, but I have heard it kind of retreads on a lot of like horror tropes, which can not be a bad thing if you're kind of readapting them. But I think there's some fun setup. It just was missing maybe some tension for me, but I will see this to support it, and it still looked interesting enough. And I always like that setup of missing family person, gonna go find them in, like you said, a creepy town. Peacemaker season 2, I was averse of Kirkland. The last trailer I was like, this one I was in. Not so much the multiverse thing, I just like the character arc of Peacemaker is tired of being a joke and wants to actually try and do good and be a hero. We saw that in the last trailer where he's auditioning and they're just making fun of him, but he's not doing any jokes. So I kind of, and like Star-Lord, like James Gunn is good at doing the whole like kind of pathetic hero and whatnot. So yeah, I'm curious what they do with the multiverse stuff, and I'm curious because James Gunn says this is the direct sequel to Superman. So I do think Superman's going to be in this, and I think there's going to be a lot of fun DCU setup because there was DCU setup in the Superman movie, but this is like 8 episodes, all an hour. So I think they can sprinkle a lot in there, and I'm excited to see because like I didn't love Superman, but I thought the universe setup was a good start. So I'm like, okay, get me more there. And I like the first season. Rental Family, I can't wait. I like I said, love the whale, love Brendan Fraser actually. So I'll be there watching this one. I can't wait. Let's see, Conjuring Last Rites. Yeah, I already said like I thought some of the to me like I don't know, the story doesn't look like it was much there. I kind of like the hook of okay, this is a case they never defeated because this is the first go around, but some of the visuals, the shots, like there's that moment where she's in the basement and they got a shot of the hammer and there's a bunch of red blood, like water going like so that's where it's the same thing. It's kind of like him that maybe if the story's all right, that I was like, but if it can give me some good visuals, I'll enjoy that. I'm still TBD if I'll see that in theaters because it's the same guy that directed the last Conjuring, which I didn't love. Cold Storage, I'm out on. I feel like that was a movie that they shot and they're like, oh, it's gonna look like this in post and it's gonna look like that. I think just the effects look too like straight to DVD sort of for me, but I was interested because like I said, I'm like, oh, okay, Liam Neeson's doing some comedy stuff now, but yeah, maybe on like a VOD at home in October we'll see. And I think that's and then Train Dreams I will watch that based on reception. Nothing that I love Joel Edgerton. It's been a while. I would actually prefer if Joel was directing. He did The Gift, and then he did that other movie, and he's just kind of stopped. So I'm kind of disappointed there. It's kind of like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He just kind of stopped directing, which I'm disappointed because I like both their work. So I don't know. There's nothing that sold me in here. Great cast, so we'll see. But even the director, I looked up like no films that really spoke to me. So yeah, nothing. That's a wait and see. So. There, end us off. Get us out.
Train Dreams and Highest to Lowest. I'm not 100% sure on those if I'm gonna be rushing to see them, but hey, they're streaming.
You're 100% you're not seeing those.
Probably. Sorry, Clay.
You're not. I don't see Taylor put on Train Dreams with Madison at 10 a.m. in the morning.
10 a.m. No. Cold Storage. It looked fun, but yeah, I think there's just a lot of grossness and stuff. And I thought, I'm sure I'll watch it, but I'm not going to be rushing to watch that one. Him. The whole, I'm assuming, demonic kind of connection here has me intrigued, but that's about it. I will see it, but I'm not going to go to see it in theaters or anything. I'm probably watch it closer to Halloween just to kind of get that kind of like spooky vibe going from it, which I'm sure it's going to be like a bit of a mind fuck and spooky and paranormal-ish. At least my interpretation. I could be totally wrong. I guess I got to watch it to find out, but I'm interested at least. Shelby Oaks. This one gave me like oh my gosh.
Conjuring vibes, right?
Yeah, Conjuring vibes. It gave me a sinister kind of vibe in some weird way.
Yeah, that's a better comparison. Yeah.
I think I'm interested, but I'm not rushing to watch this one day one or anything like that. But I'm curious. Rental Family. Yeah, this one looks like it's going to be a feels. And Brendan Fraser is just we'll watch The Whale and then we'll watch Rental Family back to back.
Feature, yeah.
No girls invited, just the boys that night.
Dress in suits.
Peacemaker season 2. I'm all for a multiverse kind of tie-in. I really like that kind of concept, and so for them to be doing it here, I'm all for it. I just had to laugh when the trailer played and James Gunn just threw himself at the start to like, here's the new trailer for Peacemaker season 2. Enjoy it.
John Cena, so.
One had John Cena? Well, I never saw that one. They must have cut it so they could put the James Gunn one in front.
The one I watched today had John Cena.
Did it
You
really?
probably saw the AI one, Taylor.
Yeah.
The AI one? Did I watch the wrong trailer? Did they put a new trailer out? Yeah, that's the...
I am.
I'm a friend of your father's.
I am James. I gotta get that drop. I gotta put that in there. No, I think you watched the right one. I think they just had multiple versions of it out there.
There was the one with Zack Snyder saying, here's the official trailer.
Fuck you, James.
And then last but not least, Conjuring Cold Store, Conjuring Last
Hell
Rites.
yeah.
That's gonna be the
totally
next movie.
fits, though, too.
This franchise ain't over.
Cold storage.
Oh shit!
This one's about a snowman.
Conjuring Last Rites. So, this is one that really does interest me for the story alone, because I did a Cryptic Clues about the Smurl haunting a while ago, and so this is focusing on that case. And there's the whole it's not spoilers, but like a family was just dealing with these very disturbing things in their home, and after a few failed exorcisms, they went public, and that's when the Warrens came in and assisted. And so there's an interesting kind of there's an interesting kind of paranormal story with this.
Kirkland,
But,
lean. Kirkland, what are you doing right now? Why are you frozen? Lean further away from your microphone because your earbud's so close to it. I can.
Oh, you can hear me? Okay.
you can hear the moaning.
I can hear Taylor talking.
Oh, you can hear
again.
Taylor.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so
I
I was looking at.
Oh.
I could
Might
see
have
in
been in your head.
I saw Kirkland. Yeah, no, it's all good.
But yeah, just everything about that case, I find it really, really intriguing, interesting. So I'm excited to see it actually represented in this the big screen. So I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, some of the visuals were terrifying, some of the stuff, and I'm always a sucker for them to bring around the Annabelle doll, which they're showcasing in the trailer.
It's got a new owner. You heard about, hey? New movie coming.
Let's fucking go. Let's do it.
Yeah. It's like some comedian or something.
The idea of just that first Annabelle movie being very rocky, and then you get that second one, Annabelle Creation, is probably that for me. That's up there with the first Conjuring. It's below the first Conjuring because the first Conjuring is like number one, but Annabelle Creation is such a fucking awesome movie. And the third one too, of just being like House of Horrors, being in the Warrens' home, and then all the demons come out to play is
Which
fucking
one has the
awesome.
snowman in it again?
This one.
Yeah, that's
Cold storage.
yeah. But I'd love to do like a full like retro with you guys. Do like the Nun 2, all the Annabelles, all the Conjurings, and we could do the Curse of
After
Alioran.
the way.
I was waking up to the schedule with Taylor.
Interesting. No.
I'm down for that first one for sure. Conjuring 1, I'll give you. The rest, probably not. I think we missed the boat, Taylor. We missed the boat because
Missed the boat.
the last
The
one's
last
coming
Rites.
out. Yeah, unless they get us to the 2-hour mark on GV Day and the patrons pick and vote the Patreon producers. If the Patreon producers get us there and vote, like they
True.
want us to do the Conjuring one, we will do it all together.
Taylor,
But
if they ever announce, this is kind of like a pizza, but if they ever
Crooked
announce
Man?
Conjuring Cold Storage as an actual movie, I will do that with you. I'll do the rest.
You'll do all of them.
Yeah, if they announce
right.
a movie called The Conjuring Cold Storage,
Okay, James Wan. I'm gonna talk to him.
hit him up.
you good? You done?
I'm done.
Okay. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are done. That is episode 673. We will see you a couple times in before with some reviews, but really this Saturday, 10 a.m. PST for the 10-hour GV Day stream. And we promise you, it'll not be boring.